Hello, and welcome to Natural... No?
What?
No.
Oh, shit. Okay, hello and welcome, internet friend... No. Hello, guys, gals, and non...
No.
Okay,
No.
Welcome to Critical Role, where a bunch of us nerd...
No, there are ethnic people here. That can't be critical.
Oh! We got one half of an Asian here. We're good. Yeah, hi, welcome to Monday night.
It's terrifying being in the tall chair, isn't it?
It is. It feels like a responsibility,
Yeah.
and it's also uncomfortable.
Your catchphrase really needs work. That was very long.
I like
It
we're also
is.
looking at his belly
We'll
button. He's
workshop it.
actually up here. We actually want to we're like, that's actually where he is, you guys.
James
So
is
we're-
on a throne. He demanded a throne. God, his writer.
You know, gotta write it in. What's up, everybody? We're running a one-shot today, and first time in the chair, as we have stated, and we're gonna do some announcements. I get a clicker now. I don't.
All of his stuff was...
Oh, cool. Wow. Yo, we reached the tavern upkeep for this month. I don't even know what percentage it is, but
We're like at 104 or
109.
something.
really
109.
tiny.
Holy hell.
Yeah, 109.
I got
Oh, it is
LASIK a couple years ago. It's starting to
109%.
fade.
Yeah, we're at 109%.
That's how I look at my phone.
And we're
109%. Thank you all so much. And for that, you get this, where we will likely have more than 2 accents.
What? Is mine an accent? I don't
Yes,
know.
it is. Well,
That's an accent. It's a voice.
yeah.
it's a journey.
You know,
It's an experience.
no, those are Thomas's accents.
I love them.
Thomas's accents are a travelogue.
Despite the fact that we're not in any known QNC setting, I hear rumor that Jensen's disease also runs rampant
Oh,
in this
yeah.
I
world.
thought we were gonna like set some canonical stuff up about Nat 1 in this adventure.
Oh.
No. This is
Prequel.
James's homebrew world.
Yes.
Bo would throw things at us if we tried to do something in Rasmori.
I've seen him throw. I'm
But-
not worried.
But we will give James some horrifying ammunition for his own home world.
Oh yeah, we're gonna fill it out. And I say home world in quotes. This is literally a place I thought of, and now we're gonna go play in it.
Here we go.
But yeah.
Did you say it's a sandbox?
We are in the desert.
Never mind, that's his character.
Oh yeah,
So
with
what
all the
happened with
orange
puns?
here.
You have
We're
water
either
I
at the
can pour on your
volcano
head
or
right
we're
next
in the
to me.
desert.
Wait,
Anyway,
what?
one of the two, or a rave.
Is there a volcano in a desert?
There can be.
There can be.
Can be.
Depends on where the plates and everything.
Anyway,
I can't think of one.
Depends on how badly James wants to kill us.
thank you all so much
Rocks
for
fall,
helping
everyone
out.
dies.
You have helped out here on Twitch by gifting subs, watching our stuff here on YouTube, joining our Patreon, patreon.com/questandchaos.
I saw.
No.
Now I got ultimate power here. Like you get the full movement. On this longer lens, it's more.
That's how he broke his nose the first time.
Dabbing.
Never broken a nose. Or a bone, actually.
Really?
Lucky.
Oh.
But the night is young.
This is his third nose.
And as well as donating bits here. Also, Patreon folks can help out these fine folks or the fine folks next week in Natural One's return with some good old Patreon cards, which I have no idea if they've been donated to this.
We don't
group
have
or
any.
not.
Not tonight,
Yeah,
no.
you know.
You'll just
Whatever.
have to give us cards when we're funny.
Oh, do I?
So
have
we
a
will
deck
never
here?
get
I don't
cards.
have a deck here
There should be wrong ones.
somewhere.
There's
What do you need?
We'll
I'm
do
sh-
it during the break.
I'm
Yeah.
sure there's a lot of them around here
We've got
somewhere.
a 6-minute intro
Just
video.
give
for this.
everyone a tonic of Eagle Splendor and I'll murder them.
Speaking of the deck of inspiration, y'all, we have been fully funded. We broke 15,000, which I believe that means everybody who got to that level gets a DUI.
There goes my license.
Sorry, mate.
Deck of Uninspiration. Thank you all so much for your support and in funding that. We are very much looking forward to how that comes out and how that will help move other quests and chaos projects and paraphernalia.
Did we reach the spell check funding level?
Yes. Because as soon as I donated, I got drafted.
This is what happens when you have someone with an MFA.
And speaking of people who help us, I don't know why I'm saying speaking of, there was no reference to
I
that.
don't know,
There
man.
are some fine folks
Take whatever
who
segue
do.
you-
We have a fluffer?
Birds of Paradise.
Welcome
they
back to
make
the
fine
They're over here right
custom
now. Yeah.
dice.
They're right here.
Wow, you're doing great work, Steve.
It's like, thanks, Steve. All right.
The special guest gets all the cool stuff.
You know, we had to persuade him to come in somehow.
Green M&Ms and a
Speaking of
fluffer.
writers,
As you can see, folks, the chaos is going to be high tonight. But as we have friends here, we do have some fine friends with Birds of Paradise. Birdsofparadise.com makes beautiful bird-themed as well as Arizona-themed. And fingers crossed, now that the maker, Andrea of the Birds, is here in California, we get some California theme.
Ooh.
Nice.
That'd be cool.
Just, you know, a little nudge, maybe a Golden Gate, maybe
That's international
a
orange.
redwood. something.
Redwood.
Ooh.
Quail.
An LA
What about
sunset.
California?
State bird,
birds.
quail,
quails.
golden eagle.
Right, yeah, I know that.
Turkey
I
vulture.
totally have lived
Turkey
here most
vulture.
of my life.
Look, I only know the Alaska state bird because it's very tasty.
What is it?
It's the willow ptarmigan.
Willow ptarmigan.
Spelled with a P, and they're stupid. You can walk up to them and hit them with a stick and kill
Where's
them.
And then eat them?
At the
This
beginning.
This is why we
Ptarmigan.
normally try to do a pre-show to get all this out of
A
our
lot of
system.
energy, a lot of
All right, all
energy.
right.
Well-
Let's bring the energy. Okay, class, let's bring the energy here.
I have lots of projectiles over here.
Another fine friend that will not be hucking dice at me is Nord Games. NordGamesLLC.com/3.html. That is our affiliate link. And they make fine agnostic.
System agnostic.
You
You're
can play
right.
if you're a Jew. You can play if you're...
If you're Buddhist, Taoist, whatever you do, they got you
Christian,
covered.
Muslim, whatever, have fun.
As long as you don't believe in satanic panic, they got you covered. But yeah, they got cards, they got books, they got all fine things.
What if you're pro-satanic panic?
Then you just have to buy twice to help support. I just got a copy of Spectacular Settlements, and I'm going to hunt down everyone that I know in person who wrote for it and make them autograph it for me because I'm a nerd.
Oh, well, if you send it in with me on Mondays, I can get a couple of the people who wrote.
I mean, I know where a couple of them usually are on Mondays,
Wherever
and
they may be.
Tuesdays,
Wherever
and
they may be.
Saturdays.
It's like, what do you... Is it like a yearbook? Have a great summer.
And also, we also have our friend at Hero Forge. We have got an affiliate link there, so if you go to bit.ly/QNC Hero Forge, you can make your own heroes there. And when you buy them, we get a little bit of a kickback. And what was it? I believe all of our figurines have been made by Hero Forge. So if you want to make your own Sen or Remy or quickly your character names that are in Chaos Agents that I totally know.
Iza or Haldor. Or...
Yes, them. If you want to make them too, or your own characters, go check out Hero Forge at bit.ly/QNC Hero Forge. I was expecting to just like roll down, but I have to click things.
You gotta work for it.
I know, my left thumb.
But you get the clicker as opposed to having to use your mouse sitting at home.
Yes, my middle finger is very strong. My left thumb is.
I'm sure your middle finger is very strong.
And getting stronger with
That was
our
like a single
suggestion.
entendre.
That wasn't even,
Try harder.
It wasn't even a single, it was a half.
All right, friends, and now friends from our community, you have already gifted us with fine bits here that I can't reach because I got short arms.
What do you people
Long
doing?
fingers, short arms.
We don't ask that question.
I ask constantly.
Wait, what?
What are you people doing?
Questions are dangerous.
We got
question's
some
dangerous.
bits from our fine folks in the community. One friend is Tamako Tora, giving 500 bits to me to make sure that none of the players make it to episode 2.
Sounds good.
Tonight's my last night, so
Wait,
there's
I won't be
episode
back.
Welcome to Monday nights, Ezra.
I will be delighted to pass these chairs back to the Natural One people.
Yes.
I'm in
And-
that.
Come take your chairs, for God's sake.
500 bits from Duke Fleek to the players. Which one of you wants it more? It's your last bit that you could possibly catch
Take it to a
for a
long.
little bit.
Oh god.
Ladies first.
And true to form. I
Hey.
At least
The
it
worst
didn't
place
go
to throw to
in
somebody
my
trying to
teeth.
catch their hands.
The only time I've ever caught a bit on stream was when I was not prepared for it, so that was valid.
Reflexes.
Okay.
Reflex.
Good to know for next time. Looking at you. Okay. I
He's
think,
really looking at himself.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. That's everything. Does anyone else have anything fun to announce?
No.
I'm really intimidated by all the hair at this table. There's a lot.
Would you like to share? I have more than enough.
Where is that wig that was lying around?
Well, while we go find that
in my
wig.
backpack.
Oh,
We don't have an opening video.
well. I lie.
We all
I
just freeze
can't
for
get
30
into
seconds.
said intro because we got another 500 bits from Pixel Rose
Pixel!
to our guest, fine old Matthew, not Mercer, but Bricky.
Thank you, Pixel! Woo!
Whoa!
I thought she might catch it. She wasn't looking. And she said that.
But she's like a ninja.
Well, I thought she would. Sorry, Alon.
I've told you that the rabbit's carnivorous, right?
And thus the best workers' comp claim ever. I thought she would catch it.
I thought she would
because
catch
she
it.
told me
You said-
she only catches things when she
When she
isn't
doesn't know,
looking,
when she's unaware of them.
which explains her dating life.
Flinging.
Well, let's get
Thank you,
into
Pixel.
the transition while we all try and recover in the 2 seconds that it'll take to do this. All right, let's go do stuff.
That was quite a video.
I just want. We gotta stage it at some point. Maybe when I brush my hair away, I'll just throw something at you.
As you can see, folks,
whoops, it started.
we're back.
If you had Alondra gets up from the table.
It doesn't count if it happened during the sleep. We've established this.
I'm sweating.
I am in the Thomas
know.
chair, though, so by rules, I have to get up and do laps the most of anyone.
And you have to play music I hate.
Oh, well, that's any music, right? I should have been the bard.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
So, welcome to the land of Melmorn, a name that I did not come up with 30 minutes ago.
Oh.
It is a land of heroes. And lots of heroes means lots of groups of heroes, because what is a hero if they are not with friends? Because
A troubled loner.
boom, bam.
Gets to actually have all of the treasure.
But they don't get to play D&D, do they? So there's always groups of heroes, and one such groups of heroes in this world is Clox Machinima. However,
Oh, it begins.
Clox Machinima, a group of automatons specifically designed to seek out and carry out tasks and be the optimal heroes. This is not that group. No.
We're Klux Mashugana.
And there it
Gesundheit.
is. We're named.
Unfortunately, this group does not have a name, for they are all has signed up for essentially a temp agency, Average Alphonse's assignment agency for the aspiring adventurer.
Quadruple A.
Quadruple A.
It's quadruple A. Yeah.
Wordplay.
It's alliteration.
Automatically raging.
Whether it be due to family troubles or temperament or just not quite getting the right gumption to join guilds, they join Average Alphonse's assignment agency for the aspiring adventurer to really build up their credibility. And this group, having been part of the temp agency, have been brought together to do a very simple bounty. The Countess of Verenya. Oh, this is going to go somewhere. Which is true. Sent by Countess Verenya of the city of Haraya to go find her pet Poffle, which is essentially just think of a giant poof ball with 4 little stubby legs.
Adorable.
It's not getting back to her. That's too cute.
Who knows?
So Amy, essentially.
But with teeth. Oh, wait.
Yeah, no.
If anyone wants to either roll on Arcana or Animal Handling, they can determine what exactly the fuck is a Poffle.
I would love to roll an animal hand.
Oh yeah, this one. Come on,
I
Range.
can do an animal handling, maybe.
Sure. Roll some dice.
Might as well start off strong.
There we go.
That's a 17. for me.
17.
16.
16. You would both know that Poffles are very interesting creatures. They literally feed on magic. But they are so tame and domesticated that the amount of needing to devour is limited.
Ah, they're house cats.
They're house.
So they're evil, is what
Yes.
you're saying.
Magical house cats, great.
But they have received information that the said stolen Poffle named Wellington has been stolen and taken to the Sand Turtle Desert, why the Sand Turtle Desert, this very inhospitable, deserty land far, far up north. We don't quite know why this kidnapper, Poffelnapper, Petnapper, took Sir Wellington up to the Sand Turtle Desert, but
He
that
just got knighted.
yes.
I have a friend whose rabbit is named Beef Wellington, so this makes me really happy.
I had a dinner named Beef Wellington.
I have a rabbit.
Put the two of you together and you get one very adorable rabbit.
But yes, you all headed up by coach to the Sand Turtle Desert as far as you could go until you had to start walking on foot, which is unfortunate. But you know, the loose sands and the more expensive sand skiffs are a little bit out of your price range. So you actually hired a 3-creen, a basically walking, think almost cricket mantis creature, bipedal with 4 arms and mandibles, so their language is more of a clicking sound, but they do have a very long stick that they draw little pictograms in the sand to help communicate with you all.
Oh, they're adorable.
And their name is Pick.
Pick.
At which point you traverse part of the desert. It's been a couple days. As far as deserts go, not too bad.
Are we riding the Thry-Creen?
No, you're walking with it.
He's just our guide.
Yes, your guide, ensuring that you don't get eaten by whatever beasts that do happen to inhabit this inhabitable wasteland.
Could I ride the Thry-Creen?
Would you like to try?
Sure.
I wonder what Pick is going to draw in the sand.
Make a persuasion check.
I'll give you 10 gold if you'll let me ride you. Oh my. Birds of paradise. That is a... what is my persuasion? That's an 18.
18, damn. So at one point, while your guys are going over the dunes, Pick notices that, Oleg, if you would like to quickly describe yourself.
I am a 2.5 foot tall, very angry gnome who hates nothing more than being told that he's adorable.
He notices that you're lagging a little bit behind with your massive great axe that you decide to take with you on this trip. It's making going over the crest of the dunes a little
It
difficult.
keeps sinking into the sand, and I keep getting like pulled up. And
At which point, Pick grabs you by your scruff and, with great strength, just kind of puts you on the back. His feet just like sinking into the sand ever so slightly, like snowshoes, but just able to get that nice amount of surface area to continue walking. But
I'm very quickly just like kicking back.
at which point, when you kick back, Pick just like whips you with the stick and continues to walk. But about a couple days into this journey, you see that Pick is guiding you towards this larger rock. And with that kind of haze that you see over hot deserts, you can see a few figures atop this rock, as well as a very large structure, tower of sorts, that just kind of peeks up into the sky, the sun very high, high up. The sun beating down, it's a little warmer than it has been, but you all arrive at this rock and for the first time in a bit, step onto solid ground. It's a welcome feeling, though it feels a little odd as you have been kind of slipping through the sands.
It's like stepping off of a ship after being on the ship all that time.
So this whole thing screams like evil villain's lair to everyone else, right?
Oh yes, 100%.
Just wanted to double check that we're all kind of on the same page here. Wonderful.
As you say that, Priscilla, would you like to describe yourself?
Yes, Priscilla is a 6-foot-tall moon elf, very pale, white hair, very out of place in this desert, and dressed for, tromping more through the forest than the desert. She's been shedding various layers throughout the couple of days of travel, and always accompanied with a very small, fluffy rabbit who tends to perch on her shoulder and growls really grumpily whenever. Yeah, he seems pretty unhappy, and he alternates between sitting on her shoulder and hiding in her satchel.
And the name of said?
The rabbit is Hyacinth. That is her beast companion.
Cutie. could eat my face off. But
Oh, yes, and absolutely will if you piss him off.
Yeah, you do notice that, Alexandria, as you look over at Hyacinth, and there's just a little bit more sharper teeth than what would constitute a normal rabbit. If you would like to describe yourself as well.
As is fitting with any Alexandria that I play, short red-headed human with many stabby things attached to her.
Smart. And standing next to you with not necessarily a stabby thing, but a big old slashy thing, you see Brocade, who's been walking with you all as well. Brocade, if you would like to.
Yeah, so Brocade Stronggut is the name. He also is red-haired. It's kind of like wild, bushy hair, and you see like what's odd is his hair is a rat tail in the back. So he's got like he kind of looks like Dr. Mushnik, what is that? Yeah, that's it, right?
I don't know.
No, Dr. What's it? Robotnik. Robotnik. I mixed Little Shop of Horrors and.
I mean, he
Sonic
could
the
also
Hedgehog.
be Dr. Mushnik. This would be a great
Exactly.
combo, I'm not
But
gonna
anyway,
lie.
he kind of looks like that. It is a mountain dwarf barbarian, and he's just he's not really doing much. He's just kind of sitting there and staring off to like the haze. Mm-hmm. He's like, kind of looks like leans over to Alexandria. Is that the name?
Alexandria, yeah.
How tall are you?
5 foot.
Okay, so he looks up at Alexandria. And he's
You're the only one I can relate to.
yeah, exactly. Just like,
Kind of looks like when you're on a pirate ship and you can kind of see off into the distance. It looks kind of like we're in the open water. You know what I mean?
Do you spend much time on the open water?
No, I'm in the mountains.
Oh, well.
I think you're just talking about the horizon. I think that's generally what that is. It's just the. All right, this is going to go very well.
It's very confusingly.
All right, into the bag, sweetheart.
But yes, the many golden dunes out around you, and especially being on this rock, more stable ground, it does feel like a golden desert out into the world of the horizon forever around you, having traversed so far, and you don't see the woodlands of the southern area. You just see sand
We're paid bounty, not by the day, right?
by the bounty.
Yeah. Look, we ain't paid by the hour, so thanks, bug guy, for the ride. Let's go.
I'm with this one here.
I told you, it's Oleg.
Right.
Sorry, Mr. Pick, how much do we owe you for the guidance?
And he taps his stick 10 times, and you can see him kind of walk over a bit to the sand and just go, G.
Right. Just one moment.
I got it. Here you go.
All right, then.
Pick continues to stare at you, taps 5 times, G.
All right, pay him $5.
I wasn't the one who coerced a piggyback ride.
I just paid all the 10 gold.
Oh, for goodness sake. I'll pull out 5 gold and give it to Pick.
And you give it to Pick, who, as you guys continue to walk up this rock, he also walks up with you. And as you get closer to this tower-like structure, think almost like an oil rig. Like, and it's more of a lattice, it's more of a...
So it's like scaffolding with
Scaffolding.
something up on top? Okay.
And within this scaffolding, you can see a very large cylindrical rock. And you look at the rock below it, and you can see it's been pounded quite a few times.
You know about rock stuff, right?
I do. This is quite intriguing.
could I sense what has created this type of?
Structure?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me.
Right.
Yeah, because
You're like stone sense
he has
or whatever.
Stone cunning.
He has stone cunning. You are considered proficient in the history skill and add double your proficiency bonus to the check for any history check related to the
If it's
origin
a
of stonework.
The stonework. The rock is quite high up. It is within the structure right now. It has not fallen quite recently. Excuse me. But if you would like to make a history check at advantage to ascertain just sculpting possible purpose.
Sure. Okay, so that's a 13 and an 11. So 13.
13.
You're
Okay.
considered proficient, so you double your proficiency bonus. So
Oh,
you
so
add you add a 4 to that.
But my history's negative.
Yes, so you add a 4 to that.
So then
you
it'll
add
be a
3.
6, a 3. So it'll be a 15 and a
14.
14.
Okay. So a 15. You have not quite come across a contraption quite like this. It's very simple, and you don't quite know what it does.
Is this something that will make me angry?
What would make you angry?
Everything.
Contraptions,
Oh, that's
It's
right.
a...
gnome stuff.
I would say it's, compared to what you've seen in your warren, it is very, very simple. It seems like this scaffolding was built up, and it is used to lift this rock up.
I
and
still don't understand it.
Just through, I don't know, perception or investigation, a very basic check of this. Can I tell by what means the rock? Is it like, are there chains on the rock? Does it look like it was physically hoisted by something strong and then like pins dropped in? I just want to determine what's holding the rock up.
Well, as you kind of crest higher up on this rock, you do see that there's about 5 people just kind of loitering about near this rock. One of them is closer to the structure, and it does seem like there is a small chain network.
Okay.
At which, at the base of it, this figure is kind of standing there, and he's looking up at the sun, looking at it, and he sees you all. It's like, are you all hitching a ride?
We're looking for the hobble.
The hobble?
Puffle. The puffle.
The puff.
Yes, small, furry creature, looks sort of like a hairball with legs. Very friendly for the most part. Where are you hitching a ride to?
Oh, are you all riding any of the balls today? No?
Towards the balls.
I mean, I
Look.
generally wait till the second date, but I can make an exception. Where are we going?
It's been years since I rode a ball. Don't need the money anymore.
Interesting. I'm assuming you all are not from around here then.
Absolutely not.
It's a desert. No one's from
Who's
around.
from around here?
You can see the folks around you, like 2 of them, they're tall, enshrouded figures with white fabric and large parasols that cover them from the sun. You can see over on the end, there's an automaton who's just kind of standing there, and like you can hear the slight ticking and clicking. And this person right in front of you is a human. She's female, but she's got very loose clothing as well. It's like dark skin. She looks at you all as like, oh, we live here.
Whatever for.
Okay, well, the ball is gonna be coming in here in about we'll signal for it in about 2 minutes if you need anything. I mean, there's nothing really to buy here unless,
Where does it go?
well, it doesn't really go anywhere. You get on the ball. If you've never been on the ball before.
No, we have never been on the ball. Can you explain it to
Oh,
us?
okay. Oh, wait. You're all from the south, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You might refer to them as sand turtles.
Oh!
Ah, that,
That
makes
makes...
much...
Yes.
Oh.
Whenever would I refer to anything as a sand turtle?
Well, I mean, y'all down south, that you call this region the Sand Turtle Desert.
Does that mean you call it the Bala Desert?
No, we have a different name for it, but
I'm just trying to pick up the linguistics. I was only somewhat good at languages in school, so.
she's the smart one of the group.
Sure.
Relatively.
It ain't me.
It could be me.
It's not him.
Something flies by.
I think I was gonna say Hyacinth like pops his head out of the bag and was like, "Yes, I know you're the smart one, but we can't tell them that," and just shoves it back in.
What do you call this desert?
We call it the.
Revenge is sweet.
And Ren gets the first James for a name of the night.
We call it the Bar Shalan.
The Bar Shalom.
Yeah.
So you ride turtles to nowhere.
Jeez. Turtle is the closest thing that you all would know what it is like. They're more like serpent-like with the large carapace on the back.
Why would you call them a turtle if they're more like
I
a
don't
serpent?
know. Y'all named it down
I think
south
this
as
is.
sand
I
turtle.
think this is a problem of like colonialization. You hear the word and then you sort of transliterate it, but you don't bother to find out what it actually is, which is how you end up with places called like River or Hill.
Yes.
But they don't go anywhere. You just ride the turtle to wherever, and
All right, y'all have never been on a ball before, I can tell that.
I have never been on the ball in my life.
Is this person starting to give us attitude?
A little bit.
Okay. Does the great X go off? We're about to get into combat.
No!
We're civilians right now.
I have a great X of warning. I'm just for
You can
everyone.
just hear in the back of your head, and just his voice kind of creeps in. It's like, he's getting a little pissy, man.
oh no, your
it's
warning
like-
is Robert De Niro.
you
You talking to me? There's no one else here. It's a great exit warning that wants to start trouble. You see the way this guy's talking to you?
Now this is the cursed sword from my paladin.
Oh no, we're just gonna go stab everything.
Is it a ride?
All right. So
All right, I got a signal. You'll see it, and I'm assuming y'all brought the 3 green with you. They can tell you more about it. And then they just smack onto the large structure, and you just see it shake a little bit. And the chain that's just right next to them kind of just like, and just goes way shooting up as the rock goes. And you just feel the quake reverberate out through the rock, and you can see a good few hundred feet off from this rock, the sands just go.
I think we've summoned it.
All right.
God, I hate gadgets.
All right, that is kind of ridiculously cool.
And as you wait for that silence, as it kind of just like echoes out into the desert, you look across the horizon and you just see just a small silhouette.
Troubling seas ahead.
Yeah. And it's approaching. And it gets closer and closer. The dark shape isn't black, it's becoming a dark green. And it gets lighter and lighter and lighter as it keeps getting closer and closer. And you are now, based off of the horizon and how small this thing was, it is, by your perception, fucking huge.
Would you say it's girthy?
Trying to avoid that word next week.
Bo did not start that. This one did.
It's true.
Girthy.
Bo did the beefy. Ezra did the girthy.
And we're about to ride the balls.
In my head, I was like, oh, that's a cool name, and now y'all are writing balls.
What did you expect?
I called it B-A-A-L, and I was like, yeah, that's cool.
Balls.
I-
I don't care what you call them. It's not a fun ride.
Speak for yourself.
But after a few minutes, you see this gargantuan creature slowly inching its way, and by slowly, very quickly coming your way, traversing a great distance, at which point you hear the as sand just gets pushed away. Yes?
No. I was just gonna say when it's completely obvious that something's coming, Gronkid's gonna go, "Oh, do you see it?" Like turn to, it's like, "Do you see it?" When it's like right here.
I have a passive
Pulls
perception.
out a magnum.
Do you all see it? It's right there.
I have a passive perception of 17. I imagine I saw it a while ago.
that's
It's like, yes,
so
yes.
obviously, everyone has already obviously seen it, but he's gonna be like, "Oh."
Yes, it's fascinating, isn't it?
It slowly pulls in after fast speed. It begins to slow its speed down as it pulls up next to this rock. And you don't even get to see the face of this creature. What you see is this verdant jungle grove that has grown on its back. And you can see within the greenery just buildings and people. Some built on and some drilled in almost into, as you would now know from the person who dropped the hammer, into the carapace of itself. But you see people milling about on it.
And it's moving, or has it stopped?
It is now kind of pulled in, and as it pulls in, you can see almost like a ship. There's a dock on the other side, and they throw over a very simply woven but very sturdy straw bridge that has been like woven in by reeds.
This is a terrible idea.
That is amazing.
Fascinating.
God, I hate stuff like this.
So, we think that perhaps this is where our bounty has ended up?
Well, there doesn't seem to be many other places that people actually live, and this seems as good a direction as any.
Is there like a guy on the turtle side?
Yes.
Do you got a puffle?
What?
Puffle! Do you got a puffle?
An apothecary.
Puffle!
We're looking for a stolen pet.
And as you're saying this, like the other 4 people are starting to cross along the bridge. And the person who dropped the hammer is just like, you guys gonna get on?
Well, I suppose so. We don't have anywhere else to go, and I'd rather ride this thing than walk back through the desert for 3 days.
Seconded.
All right. Pick, are you coming, Pick?
Oh yeah, and Pick is already walking.
Oh, Pick is across. Oh, I'm following Pick.
I ride Pick across.
Before you even get on, it
I'll hand him a gold.
picks you up. Walks you on.
Ching.
All right, hang on. Pulls Hyacinth out of the bag and puts him on the ground so he can, like, scamper himself.
Do we have to pay to ride this thing?
I don't know.
No, you don't really gotta pay to ride, but like, you cross the desert on your own. This ball in particular might cross around to the southern edge in about a few days.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
So the puffle.
And you're on the other side now, and you're atop Pick, looking down at this. Another dark-skinned human, black hair, very light garb, and just like a simple colored red sash across their front. And they're like, is it a drink, a food?
Small creature, sort of looks like a little poof ball with legs.
Eats magic.
Ooh, ball with a leg.
We think it was
Craps thunder.
stolen or kidnapped or something. We're trying to negotiate a return to its owner.
I'll use minor illusion to create an image of it on my hand, kind of like a little hologram.
We found it.
This isn't the actual thing. I'm just trying to show our new friend here, what the thing looks like.
If she knows what it looks like, maybe she took it.
I can hear you, you know.
Why would she take it and then go through the desert for 3 days for her own bounty when she could just send a ransom note? That makes no sense.
I don't understand the criminal mind. I just cave it in.
Fair enough. Not everyone grew up with a bunch of gamblers and liars for siblings. Anyway, sorry about that.
Yeah,
Have you seen anything like this?
I don't believe I have it. It's a unique creature.
It's very unique.
I'm certain if it came by, I would.
What is your name, sir?
Oh, my name is Khalid. What is your name?
Khalid.
Oh, Khalid. Where do you get your magic from? Where's the magic area on this thing?
Oh, and he like
The
taps.
Lindo deck.
He taps down onto the ball itself. And he's like, "This right here is the magic."
Oh, he's a magical creature. Wonderful.
Well, I mean, I'm not quite sure if it's magical, but to create this and all of this gesturing out to the desert.
The weave works in many mysterious ways. We don't all have to be, sorcerers or wizards to have the magic of the world come to us.
Oh, I'm pretty certain it's not magic. It burrows deep under the ground where it can get water sources into its body.
No, that's just very smart in that
yes,
case. Yes, no, I...
Hopefully not with this on it when it burrows down.
It is a tricky situation. But
Not if you breathe sand, I guess.
no, Shalel, she signals when she's about to go below, and we prepare for that.
And batten down the hatches.
Yes.
That's very kind of her. Sort of like those weird Qualish contraptions that can go under the water.
I just side-eyed down at our little barbarian.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring up something so personal. I apologize, I forgot. terribly sorry to hold you up. If we've got to continue on, perhaps. Is there some place where if we were tourists, where should we go? Is there a market, a museum?
Oh yes, there is a
A
very
tavern, an inn.
fine market. If you go up to the third level, it is on that third ring up there.
Wonderful.
You can. It is essentially the third ring. It's the market area.
Delightful. Perhaps we could head that way. We'll find a drink and look at some of the local crafts and wares.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you so much for your assistance, Khalid.
Oh, for certain, for certain.
No, and I'll give him a gold.
Oh,
No, really, thank you.
I appreciate very much. But yes, have a good day, and if she shifts too much, just reach out for foliage or something. Don't fall off. It will, even though it is sand, it will hurt.
Where does the water come from to keep all of these trees alive?
Ah, yes. So basically, Shalal, when she burrows deep under the ground, she goes below the desert and is able, with her strength, to crack the rock sometimes and find great wells below. And she ingests the water, and in itself creates a very, what is the word? Ecosystem that can...
Amazing.
Shalal drinks water. Shalal gives plants life.
How often does she burrow?
Oh, she only needs to burrow once every 2 to 3 months.
Oh, more often than I expected, but I'm sure that, well, I'm sure that not having it happen every couple of days is good.
Oh, yes. No. If it was every couple of days, this would be a very, very different living situation.
No diving soon, right?
No, she dove a few weeks ago.
But you said she dives every 2 to 3 weeks.
2 to 3 months.
Oh. I'm dyslexic.
I believe that is reading, yes?
You explain that to me.
All right. Perhaps we could go find you a drink.
I'm bored.
A nice, non-contraption
Brocade is going to start
drink.
walking towards
I
the
hate
third level.
mansplaining.
I almost made a human wizard.
That's the worst
who
contraption of all.
specifically over-explained things specifically to wind him up. I almost did.
Amazing.
I'm surprised you didn't roll in with an artificer to wind him up.
I thought about it.
This whole thing is a terrible idea.
I don't know how you could say that. It seems quite brilliant to me. Much better than setting up little, huts in the sand and hoping that the sandstorms don't destroy them every so often. I mean, how often can you get into, Toshik for anything, right? You're just going to be dealing with raiders and scrap metal all the time. Whereas here, we've got a verdant, lush ecosystem. You've got a means of fast travel through the desert. It's really quite brilliant.
Well, and if you think about it, people have settled in really strange places forever. They set up near volcanoes. They set up on.
Have you ever been to the
waterfronts.
far north? People go live in the snow on purpose.
Yes, a couple of my ancestors did. They then left for smart reasons.
It's a turtle that dives under the ground.
Really more sort of like a centipede camel, if you really think about
Like-
it.
How do these stores survive diving under the sand?
Carefully.
You've been underground.
Brocade's gone. He is literally.
He's at a bar?
Onward,
Where the hell did Dwarf go?
He's walking.
Oh yeah,
been walking.
Priscilla is following as she's
Yeah.
saying all this all over her
So
shoulder.
abusive.
What's everyone's passive perception? Let's start with Priscilla.
15.
15. Oleg.
13.
13. Alexandra.
17.
17. And Brocade.
Expertise, my dear.
12.
12.
I don't make useful characters.
As Brocade, Priscilla, and Oleg walk off, Alexandra, you begin to walk, and you look down and you see just a little bit of a shiny thing kind of pressed into the ground.
What kind of a shiny thing?
Would you like to look closer?
I would like to.
You look closer and you unearth it. It's kind of pressed into the dirt, and as you lift it up and you scrape it away, you just see a little cog.
Does it look like something that would fall off of an automaton if they were shedding or something?
Make a. I would say Arcana or Intelligence. I mean, they're both intelligence. So Arcana, I guess.
17.
17. Your familiarity with automatons isn't very high, but you can ascertain that at the very least, this little cog is very it's out of place.
Yeah, it doesn't fit. So I'll pick it up and like brush it off, turn it over and over in my fingers, run it, like walk it across my fingers like a coin.
Yeah. And you do it a little carefully because you do see a little bit of rust on some of the edges.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Slip it into a belt pouch, follow my companions.
Mm-hmm.
There's a horrible grinding noise as my axe, like 3 feet behind me, is just running along the carapace of this turtle.
And as you make this horrendous sound, there are 3 children who are just like kind of like running up, kind of looking down at you.
Beat it, kid.
And 2 of them are like, but one of them, he seems to be about a 9-year-old dragonborn, and he just like kind of sticks around and is like, that's cool. Oh, okay. Can I touch it?
Try it.
Oh, thanks.
I pick up the axe, and I'm like, there's only one way you touch this thing.
Uh-huh. How?
Oleg, perhaps we could not commit an international incident. I know my father's a diplomat, but I don't think I can get a hold of him that quickly. And I'm pretty sure I don't have diplomatic immunity. Well, I might have diplomatic immunity here, but none of you do.
Kid, do yourself a favor.
Uh-huh.
Scram. Before I put this axe between your eyes.
Well, make an intimidation check at this, or add advantage.
Yeah.
The fact that he's taller than me probably, that is a 10.
Okay.
The kid just laughs.
Yeah, it's just like a, you're funny. Okay.
Oh, God.
About to murder this child.
He's gonna just like start walking off.
All right, like, as he's walking off, like, there's just this...
Hand on the collar. Oleg, deep cleansing breaths. In and out.
He reminds me of my father.
Everything reminds you of your father. I've yet to run across something that hasn't reminded you of your father, with the possible exception of Alexandria.
She reminds me of my father.
Never mind. We're so close. Thought I figured it out.
And as you 3 begin to follow Bradley, child.
By now has made reservations.
Yeah, he's shopping. He's like, ooh, all right, shiny things. Okay.
Yeah, and Brocade, you
Shopping.
are.
I'm really more of an autumn.
You have to ask around a bit because it's not a very clear distinction of how to exactly get up to the 3rd level. But the locals here are very, very friendly. They're just like, up that way, and if you take a left. And others are like, oh, not this way. If you're looking for the market, it's right up there. Don't forget to try this fruit. You eventually find your way up there, and you can see it's, as Khalid said, it is a round, well, you can assume it's a round level in which markets, some of them are built structures, others have found their way kind of burrowing into the carapace of this of the bottle, and it's
I know you're trying.
And that's why I know I see him every time. He's trying to say ball, and then he's like, of the ball, of the ball.
you gotta get that.
He's trying, yeah. He's like, ball.
There's like 3 A's and 2 W's in there by now.
Of the bowl. Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry that we're 5-year-olds.
I'm not. He knew what he was doing.
We did see it though. You could see when he said ball that he did it. It was cute. It was adorable. Sorry, continue.
But like in the contrast to the lush green around you and the orange on the outside, which you can see is, again, a golden sea. And flying right by you, you see this large insect that kind of almost as which both Oleg and a couple of the other folks on the ball will they try to swat at it. And go ahead and roll an attack, Oleg.
The parrot shark's a little hard to read. Sorry.
Yeah, black on those colors is difficult.
That is a 16.
16. One of them lifts a spear and it shifts it off into the direction. At the same time, you bring down the axe and just.
I've never rolled a d12 before. I don't think I've not in a long time anyway. Let's see.
You don't?
Oh wow! I just did 12. I just did 15 points of damage.
Nice.
Straight down the neck as you pin this insect down. And the other, the couple locals that are like, hey, good job!
Kind of looks like my father.
Oh, well, thank you. These pets, they all want to get on Shalal. So we have to keep them away.
Are they sort of an invasive species or something like that?
Not very invasive, but they do eat the greenery on top.
Oh, yes. That's not ideal.
So it is oh gosh, words. It is a symbiotic relationship.
Yes, of course. Yes.
We protect Shalal and she gives us a home.
No, I think it's lovely the way you've carved out a place for yourself and created such a wonderful relationship with this unique beast.
Have a great day. And they
Yes,
just
thank you.
carry on as normal. Brocade, you're walking through and it is, in contrast, the green, the orange, the yellow, just colors of different fruit, different dyed fabrics. It is a fully, if it were at the peak time, it would be a very bustling time. It's about, you can guess, mid-afternoon, so the market traffic has kind of died down, but there are still people who are hawking their wares, and they're like, hey, this one, it would look very nice on you. Yes.
Whatever, if anyone is just like, you'd look great in this, or if they compliment, he'll buy it. Bought. And then he's looking right now for the fruit that was recommended.
Wait a minute, this one has my name on it.
Just like a little-
Anything in brocade. Anything in brocade I want.
And you are quickly becoming this community's.
Hey guys, look at it. They love us here.
When they see my friends approaching.
Dressed like you're coming out of Versailles or something. Just so many textures.
Yep.
So
You
many
went into
layers.
Vegas and just everything got thrown at you.
What you have is 8 shirts that all say, I went to the ball and all I got
That is
is
this lasty
shirt.
t-shirt.
And you just spent, let's say, 15 gold.
Love it. Sure. Did I get the fruit?
Oh, yes, by that time.
Okay.
And you see this very lovely pink fruit with little green edges that kind of flake off of it. Ooh. And then when you crack into it, it's got tiny little seeds, almost like a strawberry. But on the interior, and there's a nice light pink flesh. And it's got this sweet tart flavor that just kind of envelops your senses. Roll me a perception check.
Sure.
You don't notice the poison.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
You're eating it, and it's so enjoyable, but something just catches your nose. And it really just kind of detracts from the fruit you're eating. And you're sniffing it, you sniff the fruit. It's not the fruit, but you just sniff it on the air. And all the flowers and the flora around you just give that nice natural smell. This smell is not that. It kind of smells like rot.
Is that Haldor? Crossover.
Crossover.
But you look around and you don't see anything where that would attach itself.
Would I be able to pinpoint the scent to a direction? Would I be able to do that? Or
Yeah,
is
with
it
that natural 20, you just dirty 20, you just sense it going off further down the way, and you can see just a slight stairway that would lead down into the second level.
grab a patron or someone that's next to me and be like,
Excuse me, what is down in that area? Do you smell what I'm smelling?
as he's kind of
Smell this.
Smell it on.
They sniff the air. It's like, sorry, I don't quite,
It always smells like that here, then.
what exactly are you smelling?
It smells like, crap.
I would say
that's
not
me.
quite- yeah.
Oh, how about my friends joined?
Yes, by that
Okay,
time
good.
it's...
Oh, and try these. He's gonna give this
Oh, goodness.
fruit to people, and then he's bought some like a little like hat for this. Yeah, for Hyacinth. He's just like, here.
It said this was good for little mice, but I think it might work for. And here you go. And I brought you this contraption. Just kidding, buddy. Okay, but something. Really...
Why am I between the two barbarians?
Just like-
You picked that seat.
This is usually my seat.
But yeah, then
I don't know. Can anyone else smell? Peel it first. Oh, I should have said this already. But there's something. Just smell that. It smells like
I'll-
like the dirt of underneath the fingernails of like a something. It's.
I don't bathe.
Well, I'm not hungry anymore.
Oh, no, you'll
Or I'll eat yours.
Nah.
but it's coming, and then Will reference.
It's coming from that.
Yeah, in Alexandria, with your passive, you can easily quite...
Whew.
Right?
It's not quite that strong, but you just hint, like, with everything else around, it's off.
Something's rotting.
Probably the damn turtle.
Well, that's...
Well, that would be very concerning.
Have any? Well, I guess I can't speak for anyone else, but have I smelled anything like this before?
What is your history with battle?
I would know what like decomposing smells like.
Yeah.
It smells like that.
Yeah.
I think we might have something dead. Or something.
Do you want me to send Hyacinth? He's very good at finding dead things.
Yes, please.
Sure.
His throat is dead now.
You
Yeah.
just throw the skins away.
Oh, but before I'm gonna just and like literally takes a little cap, like a little like Robin Hood cap, and is gonna like put it.
You know those are called?
What?
Bicockets.
Bicock it on the ball. Here we go.
That's
there's an episode.
I was just saying that's the name of the campaign if we continue
Bicock
this.
it on the ball.
Hand to the Bible. That is what that style of hat is called.
So we
love
put the adorable little hat on the adorable little rabbit. The adorable little rabbit smiles at you with just the biggest mouthful of pointy teeth. And
You're a
it's
scary
really
little thing, aren't you?
unsettling. And then I will reach into my pocket, pull out like a piece of like beef jerky and hand it, like feed it to him and be like, all right, could you just go take a look? And he will scamper off to go sniff around and see if he finds anything.
Yeah, roll a survival check for Hyacinth.
Great. Oh, that was so close to being a natural 20, which would have been delightful.
Would have been funny, certainly.
That is going to be... I have to double check if Hyacinth has different stats on this. Because mostly he uses mine. Because of this crazy BS. That's an 11.
And 11. Hyacinth pops out. He just starts scampering down the stairs that you pointed down. Do you all follow?
I was gonna say,
I'm following.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Stairs.
Well, I mean, you can wait here, but whatever exciting thing is going to happen is probably going to be down there. Hyacinth is also very good at finding adventure and trouble.
You repeated yourself. Adventure and trouble. You repeated yourself.
I don't like either of them.
Speaking of, though, and I'll hold up the cog that I found. This doesn't seem to belong here. It very much does not belong in this sort of place, and I found it while I was walking in.
We haven't really seen anything mechanical here, have we? I mean, not beyond the usual basic sorts of trinkets and such.
Not with something like this.
Oleg,
That's insane.
roll me a history check.
I give myself disadvantage because of my background on Tinker stuff.
Actually, yeah, that's why I would
Okay.
give you a standard roll.
All right. This is history. Mm-hmm. That is a 9.
9. Yeah, that cog makes you think of your father.
Can I see that?
No.
No.
You just hear his voice saying, haha, you're a funny one.
That was really
I'll just like put it back into
No.
my belt pouch. Just like, no, I've learned to recognize that tone, and I'd like to keep this in case we run into whatever dropped it, because I suspect
Just
that
lightly springing after the rabbit.
two things that don't belong here will be near each other.
Where was it, by the way?
Right as we were coming into this little town, I suppose.
Nothing belongs here.
That's valid. I don't understand this.
But
place.
these people have built a symbiotic relationship with this thing, and it's a very organic process.
You know who says they built a whatever the hell relationship you said? Crazy people. That's who says that. No normal people say I've got a whatever the hell you said relationship.
I'll just look at him and look very pointedly at Priscilla, and then
You just see the back of her as she is like silently like running after Hyacinth on her like fleet-footed elven soft shoes.
yes. So she's running off, and then I look between her and the bouncing bunny butt and go, yeah, sure, all right.
Like I said, crazy people. All elves. If you ain't short of a picnic.
You're not wrong. We're mostly inbred.
See?
Is this in like a hallway, or is this like echoing, or is it like?
Oh no, you're
it's
you're
just
on the
stairs.
outside.
Oh, it's stairs just going down.
Yeah, just-
Oh, why did I think we were going?
That's why half elves are a boon to the community.
I'm not saying it was a bad thing that my father was, adventurous in his tastes.
Do.
I'm just gonna follow her.
Would you call it a bicocky? What is it?
By Cocket.
The bicocket. Better chase the bicocket, little bunny.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You said it was the Robin Hood hat.
It
That's
is.
what they're called.
What's ironic is I was wearing my Robin Hood shirt earlier and I changed for the stream.
Aw. Maybe that's where I got it.
Speaking of alliteration with the bicocket bunny, got 500 bits from Squirrel on the Run to me for my earlier alliteration.
That was good. 5 A's. 5 A's was good.
Thank you for watching this crap.
Yes, thank you.
Much appreciated.
While we're paused, welcome Raiders.
Oh.
Thank you for joining us.
Hey.
Nerdworks Media, thank you so much for joining us.
We're doing a one-shot with my homebrew world, I say in quotes, because it's literally just a place, and we're making up half of it as we go.
He's brewing it right now. Join the chaos.
It's less homebrew and more half-baked.
Yeah.
half, you're generous.
Alrighty, so you chase after Hyacinth, who begins to descend down these stairs, and you go past the second level, and you get down to the first level, and you watch Hyacinth quickly just hook a left, and then it gets up next to a tree and starts sniffing it.
It was a ballet pivot to follow, and all right, now I'm just what is it?
And it just starts kind of sniffing the tree and just like pawing at it. And then it's going to look at the tree, and it's going to look at you.
Yes?
Looks at the tree, looks at you. Kind of walks, like little bunny hops over and looks straight up at you.
I'll look down at the bunny.
And she's like, sniff, sniffs.
Has the smell intensified for all of us?
Yes.
Okay.
Just kind of sniff, sniffs, sniff, sniffs.
Alexandria,
Yeah.
can I see that cog really quick?
Sure. I'll pass it carefully over.
This tree's coming down.
Oh, it's coming down. Go ahead, roll an attack.
I'm gonna step out of the way of the tree, scoop the rabbit as I do, and hold the cog.
15.
15.
Trees are just like elf contraptions.
These are out.
Boom, swing some damage for me.
They're not really contraptions. We just cultivate them in certain the Sylvan
7.
Brethren.
7. You get about 7/10 of the way.
I'm not good with math.
That's dyscalculia. I can help with that. I'm very good at math. Darling, sniff this, and I will hold the cog to the rabbit and see if Hyacinth is triggering
Hyacinth
off of.
sniffs it. And as you hear this tree just like starting to crack, just
I'm just going to step over here now.
Hyacinth just starts to nibble on the cog, just like
Oh, sweetie, don't put that in your mouth.
it's nibbling on the rusty part.
Oh, right. I'm going to lick it and see if it's blood.
It probably is.
It's always blood.
Especially
Yeah,
with your
look-
scary rabbit.
No, it's actually rust. Very irony. Very irony.
Sweetheart, don't eat that. Don't. That's not. Please don't eat that.
But yes, the tree has fallen, and when you look at the trunk of it, the stump now, it seemed like a healthy tree.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Why would it? Where's the smell? Like, where is the smell coming from? Like, at
Yeah,
this
now
point?
that you're down here, it's a bit more pervasive, and you can see it kind of aiming more to the.
Smells work just like Pepe Le Pew
Yeah.
cartoons. Grabs you by the nose.
We all start floating and just like going towards you.
The back region of Shell
Up the ball.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right, so the nether balls.
Towards the nether balls.
And you can see now that
it's
you're
stank.
now that you're on the lower level and in the back end of it, the trees start to and the vegetation seem to just thin out a bit more.
All right, so two possibilities, as far as I can tell. One, we just happen to be near the cloaca. The second option is that something terrible happened down here. So
What's a cloaca?
Don't ask.
it's it's where the waste products come from on a living creature of this nature.
Some sort of contraption.
Are you not biological contraptions? Certainly. You're not familiar with insect anatomy. That's fine. It's all right.
It's this thing's butthole.
Ah. All right.
Look.
I'm gonna put the rabbit back on the ground and we're gonna kind of wander in the direction because, my rabbit really likes, meat byproducts, roadkill, such like that. Not shit. So I'd like to figure out why the bunny's acting so weird about this smell.
So you all watch as Priscilla heads down Shillel. And you can see as the vegetation starts to peter out, yes, you are getting towards the back region. And as Khalid and the first person said, the hammer drop, it is much more serpentine in the sense that it is a longer creature. You don't actually get to see you didn't see the front end. And as you're in the back end, you don't see the back end either because it is deep within the sand. You are basically like on a back ridge, as you mentioned before, like a camel.
Okay.
As it is kind of coasting through, and it is making that slight serpentine motion. And as you've gotten used to it a little bit more, here on the back end, because it's starting to thin out, it's starting to get more as it appears that the back end is what's propelling it forward. And you start to feel it a lot more as the undulations, there we go, key word for James.
Hey!
If you thought I was going to say undulations at 8:08, you win.
We need a bingo card.
Second round of Raiders, you made it just in time for our first undulations of the night. Thank you,
Undulate.
TPK Roleplay, for joining us. We're playing in a
welcome.
homebrew world and making fun of James's language choices because we're terrible.
Look,
He knew what he was signing up for.
On the other end, he's great. He's about to tell me how I die horribly with my adorable rabbit.
we all know this turtle is some sort of dead thing. That's what that smell is. These people are living on some sort of undead turtle, and all we have to do is kill it.
I'm with Oleg. I think that's what this might be.
I don't think that's a good idea while we're traveling on it.
It's also possible that it might not be that the thing itself is dead. It might be that something is wounded and we're smelling wound rot.
Some part of the ecosystem has been damaged. Hyacinth, what have you found?
Yeah, you clear essentially the tree line, and you are now on the back end, and you can see small little hovels. Compared to the structures up top, it seems even in this more idyllic oasis society, there is some class
Of
differences.
course it is.
Because we live in a society.
Because people suck.
At any point, do we see the actual skin of this turtle?
Yes. As we've gotten closer to the back, there is almost like a channel of like where the spine would be, where it's like that harder carapace. But on the back end, it seems much more of, and you might guess why it was called the sand turtle desert, where the skin itself is very dry and tough and wrinkly. Not as tough as the carapace, but even then, it's just like, it needs some lotion. Sarah B.
What you gonna do, Oleg? Do it.
And I just chop down into the turtle.
Okay, roll me an attack.
That is a 18. That's a 21, 23.
Good lord.
Okay.
Oh God, that's 14 points of damage. Dive!
James, I just want to ask one simple question. What did you think was going to happen?
Not this. Never this.
Wrongly regretting not bringing my cleric. Okay.
I might be the only one with any healing. No, you're right.
I have.
It might not feel like
I
that.
wasn't going to have healing, and then I saw we had 2 barbarians in the party and changed my
I
mind.
got healing word for the same reason.
You're like, wow, this is some thick skin. I can cut this. I can do it.
It's practically a contraption.
And you watch as Oleg, all of you watch him as he just goes full body tilt and then just cracks down. And you can see it sink in a solid 4 inches. And you don't hear anything. You just feel the rumble underneath. Just like,
Oh, shit.
and you feel another insect coming through.
It's stuck in the.
Oh no! Oh,
And slowly Shalel comes to, not an abrupt stop, but just kind of slows down. And you can hear people out in the foresty area just going like, just like not whispers, but they sound like whispers as they're further off. And you can see some of the people in the hovel area just being like, kind of peeking out of their smaller tents or their little shacks that they've built here. And they look over and
I'm
over
like
you.
looking down at the wound, and I sniff. Is it like? Does it have the smell?
You sniff it. Make me a perception check.
We'll never know.
No.
Oh wow. Okay, that is a 17.
17.
Oh, actually, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Excellent.
Better.
You, in this area, especially closer to the hovel, the rot is stronger. But then you go in closer and you sniff hard. And you can see just even though you got in pretty deep, there's just a little bit of blood.
It's a paper cut.
It's a paper cut. And you sniff it and you go, that's not it.
All right, new theory. The turtle might be okay.
What's the rest of the theory?
What?
That's the new theory.
Priscilla has absolutely scooped up Hyacinth by the scruff, is holding him, and bites her own thumb to draw blood, and puts it like he's nursing
It's like going.
so that he will behave.
Yeah, Hyacinth, after seeing,
twitching.
oh, that's new blood, just like,
No, darling, not today, not right now.
He's sucking a thumb.
Yeah.
It takes a depressing amount of time for me to get my axe out of the wound.
Are the people still looking at us from the hovels?
they're
Or him?
yeah, they're looking at him.
Excuse me, why has the beast stopped? And what is that horrible stench coming around out here?
Make a
Poor
deception
people, why do you
check.
smell?
Yeah.
I know I'm in the crappy area.
Make a deception check at disadvantage because his axe is literally.
Okay. So that was a -2, so that's a 12.
Oh my god.
7.
7.
Barbarians as face characters.
He started talking before I could.
So, Alexandria, are we going to kill them, or are we just going to go get drinks?
Flip a coin?
Great, wonderful.
As Brocade, you
Oh,
gesture.
should I add something to that?
No,
I'll second it.
Oh my god.
Oh, it got seconded.
No,
it's
fine, it's fine.
not
We'll wait
worth
till
it.
later.
As the two
When they all
friends
attack
just
us, that's not, yeah. Exactly.
But
I
yeah,
like the new kid.
a few of them kind of look at you, and the disinterest already registers in their eyes. You really can't see much of their face because they just kind of wrap it with cloth, and it just kind of
Smell.
dip back in. But you do see a couple people that just kind of eyeing you.
So, new theory, the turtle's okay, the people are zombies.
Is Robert De Niro saying anything?
You looking at me?
Are they within 30 feet?
The ground is very mad.
That is
I
the
got
question.
things.
Within 30
I got
feet.
things to
Yeah,
talk.
this whisper comes up in the back of your head, and they're like,
Speak up, boy.
the whisper comes up in the back of your head, and it's just like, they eyeing you funny.
Like it's the great X of.
Yeah, this is awesome. Your great axe of warning wants to start
It is-
fights.
it
I
is.
like it. It's a great axe of instigation.
Great X of instigation.
It's an axe of you talking to me.
Yeah, exactly.
So as I'm nursing my rabbit, and these folks kind of dip out and then head back in, like, does this perhaps remind me of when I've done, because I've gone on lots of like diplomatic missions for my father. Does this remind me of maybe doing like relief work, like something almost like a leper colony or something like that, where maybe there's something wrong with these people, or does this just feel like this is the lower caste? Like, am I getting any sense of like these people have been shunned for a reason, maybe having to do with some sort of illness or pervasive issue, or is this just like, oh, you had the misfortune of being poor, sucks to be you?
Insight.
Insight, I'm good at that. 15.
15. Yeah, you. Also, let's add a medicine on top of that.
Oh,
Oh, interesting.
I'm less good at that, but still decent because Ranger. Dirty 20 on the medicine, though.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, with the combined knowledge and them being wrapped up, you get the sense that these people aren't shunned due to,
Socioeconomic.
socioeconomic. They are chosen to be here because of malady.
Something. Right.
And I say choice with a heavy.
Oh,
Yeah.
large amount of scare quotes
It's been
around.
chosen for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
So they
voluntold.
and they see a gaudy dwarf going.
What's that smell?
What is that awful smell?
And it's just like, you've got reds
all the
and
robe.
orange and purples and blues all wrapped
It
around
was
you.
red and yellow and green.
Red leather, yellow leather.
While they're losing their goddamn minds, I would like to walk over to the couple of folks who kind of were lingering.
And they kind of like shuffle back a bit.
No, look, there are a lot. I'm aware. Sorry about that. I was wondering if you could explain. We were concerned something smelled like rot, illness, something.
You.
Well, and she is a diplomat. Something smelled like rot or illness. We were hoping to find out. We were concerned, and it seems like maybe you'll have reason to be concerned. Can I help? I'm sorry, I'm not doing this very well. I'm not from around here.
This person looks you over. You can see like what you can see. The eye itself, the white's an off-white, getting closer to yellow.
A little jaundiced.
Yeah. And they look you up and down. They look at everybody around and like, you can't help.
Can't help at all, you're sure? I mean, I'm not particularly good at healing, but I have connections to people who are.
Are they going to come here?
Possibly. Do you need a healer to come here, or someone to dispel a curse, or something like that?
Not particularly.
Right. Do you need monetary aid? Do you
Are
need?
you giving?
I'll reach into my pouch and pull out a gold and offer it to him.
Takes it.
So there's not a cleric on this whole turtle?
Kind of giving. Pockets it.
Is there something else you'd like me to give?
Looks at the rabbit.
You're not going to want to eat this one. It's carnivorous. They're not, but I could get you food if that's the concern.
Can I pet it?
Yes, of course. Be good. And Hyacinth will just very primly sort of just, sit in that very bunny way.
And this person reaches out. And you can...
The rabbit does not attack unless I order it to.
And you see the lacking an index finger and just pets the top of it.
Rabbit nuzzles.
That helped. And they just start to walk away.
Thank you for your time. I hope everything gets better.
So we just smelled sick people?
I guess so, but I don't. During that
Have you no bedside manner?
during that interaction,
I don't have a bed.
Brocade's gonna kind of. Alexandrine's been like, "Do you trust these people? They seem a little awkward and odd." Because that vibe was serving me like something. I don't know what that was. It's like, can I touch it? I'm like, what's going on with this?
It is very much my experience that when people are ostracized for an illness, especially of this variety, touch is in very limited quantity. So the opportunity to pet something that is soft and fluffy and healthy would be a significant boon.
So they just want to get to second base?
Brocade's gonna start walking, and hearing that, starts walking towards the people. He's just gonna start walking towards the group of people,
Okay.
and hearing that.
Okay.
Over the shirt or under?
As you hear that over your shoulder, Brocade, you walk over, and there's 4 of them. From your point of view, about similar height. Some just kind of like a little arch, like your shirt there, just in terms of heights. But they're all about your height.
Hide.
Oh, so they're fairly short.
Yeah,
Okay.
they look a
All
little
of me.
thinner.
I apologize to y'all earlier. I didn't. But I hear from my friend Alexandria. You like to touch soft and fluffy things, yes? All right.
And then he's just gonna, his beard, and his hair, he's gonna go,
Go ahead.
What is the disease check in this game?
It'll make you feel better. Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yes, absolutely.
They like whisper amongst themselves. He wants me to touch it. Why does he want us to touch it? I don't know why he wants me to touch it. Why does he want me to touch it? I don't know. You touch it. No, you touch it. And then one of them gets pushed forward.
Kids.
yeah, are they kids?
They sound like kids.
Yeah.
Okay. They just kind of reach over and
Get in there. Feel that soft, fluffy beard. Feel that.
I'm going to kill him horribly.
Alexandra, you told me this.
This is not what I...
He's got a special conditioner just for that.
You don't have to touch it if you don't want to. He's just trying to make friends, and he's not very good at it. We're working on it.
they touch the beard. How conditioned is it?
It's actually very conditioned. He very takes pride in his Dr.
There might be a
Robotic
wax mush.
Yeah, just like
It's just bush. It's like oh my god, no, don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. We all nope.
We all knew that.
We all went there.
Stop it. Stop.
And we're
stop,
back.
And we're back. Yep. It is very conditioned. We'll go.
We did not go anywhere.
Aren't you glad that my companion isn't a cat?
Oh, honey.
and they do some tentative touches, and then they start to wrinkle their fingers in and start to touch it, and just like, oh wow, whoa, oh my god, oh, touch it, and then the other one's just like, touch, and they start putting their fingers, and then the third one, and then the fourth one, and then a fifth child kind of like comes around and then like sees the rat tail, and she's like, oh, and then just starts to pull off.
Okay. All right. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves there.
I'll give you gold if you cut that thing off.
To which we'll whirl around.
Don't you, sorry. Don't you touch that rat. But also, kiddies, if you are children, speaking of soft and fluffy things, have you heard of a thing called a poofle?
And then look back to the group.
I think that's right.
Sure.
Awful.
Puffle.
It might be a dialectical variation. Can't really say.
Oh, Alexandra, do you mind pulling up that that little
Oh, minor
Whatever,
illusion.
yeah.
The poffle on my palm is like a hologram basically above my hand.
Oh, and one of them is just like, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where have you seen that?
And they point down and like, not the very end, because that would be stereotypical.
At the very end of the tail. Exactly. It's like a star in Super Mario.
Just have to make it to the end. But just further down about 4 shacks, you can see a slightly larger one made of sturdier build. Looks relatively newer compared.
Okay. And do you know when this creature arrived here?
Baba came in around, oh geez, a couple weeks ago?
Who's Baba?
That,
It's got a name?
we call it Baba.
Did Baba come with anyone?
Yeah,
Who?
he wears a cloak and a hat, and
And does he live in that house over there?
They pointed the house out.
yeah.
I'm heading that way.
Oh boy. Hyacinth! Put the rabbit down to follow leg.
And your slight gnomish frame
Everyone
just
ends up ahead of me as I...
I take like 2 steps to catch up with you because I'm 6 feet tall.
And it's a simple shack with like a fabric door.
Gently extricate
Yes.
brocade
all right,
from,
guys,
from
all
the
right.
children.
Thank you, Alexandra. Okay.
Oh, it's a fabric door.
Oh. I still... I'm like,
Swish.
bring out the poofle and nobody gets hurt.
And you just hear this grinding sound.
Ah.
Oh, I don't like that.
And you
Actually, wait a minute. I cut the curtain open at my height so that, like...
I will reach up.
attack real quick.
Wait,
just-
how are you again? 2 feet?
Oh, that's a 1!
you swing. You swing hard. And you know, loose fabric is actually just like and just like blah,
It wraps around the axe.
wraps around it, and you start to like and it the way you let
Like
go
a
of it.
quarter mummy now.
Yeah, it's like pin yourself in.
Ow!
And like you've like swished and you're like, what the hell? And then you turn back and you can see just in the back corner just this huddled figure. And you can see the cloak that the kid talked about and this hat, wide brim. And the head just slowly lifts up. And in here, the smell of rot is indescribable. It is just pierces your nose. And you can just see the hat tip up, and underneath you just see one glowing eye. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Called it.
Thank you all so much for joining us.
Come on, Poffle.
Stick around and watch us die in about 10 minutes.
Hey, you know, we get to go home early then.
Yeah. Who knows? But yeah, thank you all so much. Thank you all for the bits. If you want to give them any more bits, they're going to need them. But yeah, looking forward to it. And to take a phrase, we'll see how long it takes for 6 people to use one bathroom.
I stole that from Ezra.
Well,
I think we're 7.
there's more
Yes,
people. Oh,
but
they're still
there's
here.
two people. But there's 2 people who have
but
had
they
opportunities.
If they
should go to the
haven't,
bathroom
if they haven't had a chance,
They
that's
can
on
go at
them.
any point out there. We cannot.
All right, yeah, thank you all so much, and we will see you all very soon.
It's like a no.
As a DM, you spend hours preparing your adventures while your players bring them to life. It's time to reward your great players with great inspiration. The Deck of Inspiration takes the 5e Inspiration rules mechanic and adds dramatic, game-changing boons to your campaign. Turn a regular hit into a critical. Bull rush through your enemies without provoking attacks. Use your reaction to smack a wizard's hands and interrupt their spell. These and many more are part of the Deck of Inspiration. Each deck contains 55 cards designed for 4 different level ranges: 1 through 4, 5 through 9, 10 through 15, and the epic level deck 16 to 20. Back this Kickstarter today to bring some inspiration to your game. Hey everyone, I wanted to take a moment and thank you for watching and supporting us. It's challenging to produce this content week after week, and your support really does make a difference. In fact, all of your support we call Tavern Upkeep. We have a monthly goal that we need to reach in order to maintain and to grow. We have currently set this at $1,500 per month. These funds go to purchasing and shipping giveaways, game and game accessories for us to use on the stream, and a portion of the rent here at the studio. We are asking you to help us reach that Tavern Upkeep goal every single month. There are many ways to contribute. The Patreon is the best bang for your buck. As a Patreon member, you are part of the Guild of the 5 E's with access to work-in-progress RPG supplements, the Patreon-only Discord channels, and a space to play in our Guild of the 5 E's D&D campaign. The higher-level patrons can even affect the outcomes of our streamed games by awarding players with cards from the Deck of Inspiration. Another way to support us is by donating bits during a live stream. For each 500 bits donated, an inspiration coin is granted to the players or the GM. There are various effects based on the game system, but in Call of Cthulhu, 1 inspiration coin is 1 reroll. On Dungeons & Dragons, a single coin can be used to add a d6 to any d20 roll, and 2 coins may be added to redeem for a random draw in the Deck of Inspiration. Subscribing on Twitch, whether it's a tiered subscription, a Prime, or a gift sub, helps us fill in the Tavern Upkeep. You get access to Twitch emotes, subscriber-only Discord channel, and a second entry into every on-stream giveaway. The last way to help us with our Tavern Upkeep goal might be the easiest. When you enjoy our content on YouTube, turn off the ad blocker. We put ads in every 30 minutes, so it's not too annoying, but that ad revenue really does add up. With all of that said, the most important thing we can ask of you is to join us live, on replays on YouTube, on podcast, on social media, and the Discord. We are grateful for every member of this community, and we would like to see it continue to grow. Tell your friends and share a link. Thank you.
And welcome back. Okay, just getting y'all prepped for next Monday. Hey, so we're back, and yes, so you, Oleg, tangled up in this curtain after trying to swat it with your axe. You look back and you see this hunched figure, and a singular glowing eye looks over. And as the head tilts over, you see the second glowing eye. And just slight cascading from that light, you can just see slight metal sheen.
Contraptions!
And it just kind of cocks its head, and it looks right at you. It's like, hello? What are you doing here?
I'm like fighting my way out of the cloth. Going, get over here! Help me kill this contraption!
Hello, we're just looking for a puffle, and if you've got it in here, then we'll just scoop him up and be on our way. Thank you very much.
As soon as I'm out, I'm raging.
Okay, good to know.
I'm sort of standing a little bit behind, like looking in, but trying to stand a little bit out of range where I'm not going to get swatted by the great axe.
And you see this hunched figure just kind of like crumpled up into the corner, and it looks its head over at you. It's like, a powerful. You're looking for a powerful.
Yes, we were told it was here. Have you seen one?
I may have seen one. And you can see just glowing now from underneath the cloak, as if it's like kind of like enshrouding something. You just see a light blue and pink light. Just.
Ah, well, excellent. I'm so glad. Hopefully you can help us then, because we need to retrieve this poffle and return it to its rightful owner, and then we can all be on our merry ways.
No can do.
Oh, you're going to make this difficult, aren't you?
You cut through, and you are raging.
Oh, yes.
Go ahead and attack.
All right. I have to remember that I click the little raging thing now.
It does help.
Lord.
I will continue talking until such time as he makes contact.
Well, then, as this is going on, I'm assuming we're still untangling children.
Yep, now you're untangling children after.
Well, I'm assuming we're hearing him and seeing him in the.
Kids, really quick, who lives in that house right there? With the puffle we're looking for.
Oh, we don't know. He just kind of showed up a few weeks ago.
All right. Any strange things happen while?
Yeah, he has Baba.
Gently unwind a couple fingers out. Anything else in particular?
No, he sticks to himself. Would you roll?
That's a 13.
13. Would you like to hit with this or with
Yes. I'm
Okay.
very angry.
Yeah.
I hate these things. That's plus 2. That is 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Even though with your rage and you catching him quite off guard, the small shack does catch your hand or axe a bit, but you're able to shred through it and you strike down, and you do kind of catch into the cloak. But as the head whips around, you just see this automaton just staring straight into your eyes, and you can see your father just staring back at you, and you can feel the disappointment settling in.
There it is.
Oh no.
Where's your slide rule, son?
You just go back to the war, and you're in the little cave, and he's like, you're just freaking out about how you don't have the right tools. And he's like, why don't you have it? Why don't you have it? And you just hear it in your mind. It's like, well, why'd you go and do that? As it kind of like a almost owl-like, just like. I thought we were gonna talk, miss, but I think your friend here is gonna be a little bit preoccupied.
I mean, I'm still happy to talk. Would you like me to try to convince him to move out of the way? I don't think it's going to work very well, but I'm happy to try.
Well, we'll see about that. And he's going to make some attacks against you.
Attacks, plural. Oh, I hate that.
If I'd known we were fighting Max Edwards.
It's been a minute since you've been in a James fight, hasn't it? I came in ready to die.
It's been a long
fine.
time since Dragon of Icefire Peak, actually.
The were-rats are coming.
Where automatons?
Oh no.
Jackal wears.
So you, having caught into the shoulder with the axe, one of you feel like you can see just like a flutter of the cloak, but it just can't quite get around, and it just stuck in there with your axe there. But the other arm just boom, stabs you right in the back of the head with a kniff. For
Kniff. These automatons have fancy weapons.
7 damage.
Oh.
Ow.
Which would be halved down to 3.
Oh, right, I have damage.
Because you
Because you're
raging.
You're raging. Raging.
I don't know how to fix that. So it would be 3. So.
Rager?
So he stabs straight into your back, the adrenaline rushing through, and you're just like, even though you still see your father, the pointed face staring back at you.
I can't read the slide rule, Dad.
And it's like, so are we gonna talk, miss, or are we gonna keep going with this boy?
Well, I think that's really up to the two of you. You seem to be having such fun.
Oh, goodness.
Would you... I guess I should put it this way. If I can convince him to stop, are you willing to talk?
I might. But I'm also smelling an interesting smell on you.
Kang!
All right.
And I'm using Frenzy this time, so I get 2 attacks.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and Hunter's Mark this
Is
guy.
Robert De Niro talking at all? Or are we still
Is
like,
it hostile to you?
No, just danger. Like danger, Will Robinson. Let me make sure. Let me triple check what it is.
The parrot shark, thank you, Birds of Paradise, is a natural 20.
Danger. You and any of your companions.
The other one is a miss.
So it's
Okay.
Danger, right?
Natural 20.
Oh.
What does that do?
You either roll 2 dice or you double the damage of 1 dice.
I'll double the damage in 1 because these
Nice.
Actually,
these parrot
I
sharks.
forgot.
Oh.
You see in your father's face, roll at disadvantage.
Oh, all right. Well, all right. So that is another natural 20.
Oh, fuck nah!
Parrot
Oh, shit!
So
Bloody hell, Birds of Paradise!
this is funny because the
So that's
entire run
weighted dice.
of Swords and Sages, I think I hit like 3 times.
Yeah.
Like the 20s were not rolling, but these parrot sharks.
I mean, when it's a stupid joke that you made up to describe a mythos creature.
You know what it is? I held these for 30 minutes and I attuned to them.
It's an hour, but yes.
All right, so that is the die is doubled to 8 plus 5 is 13.
Does that 5 also include your 2 for
Plus
the
2.
damage rage?
Nice. First, you swing and it goes wide, and the father's face come back, and you're just like, I can't read the slide ruler, Dad! And you just cut through the image of your father as you cleave a good chunk into the automaton's face, and you just see a spray of just orange dust go poof, as you clear through some of the rust in his face. What was that about the sword?
What?
What is it?
Oh, I know there was a hunter's mark first, though.
No, don't worry about it.
I don't know if we're in.
We'll get there.
Oh,
We'll get there.
No, I'm just. I'm assuming our children are.
Our children.
Kids are finally out of.
I'm not having children with you. I'm
Where are you
sorry.
registered?
I'm already sure.
It's gonna be so
I'm
little.
already sure. Our children would be gnome size, and you can see the problem with that.
Oh, but the hair on those kids.
Oh, stunning.
Fiery and luscious.
I mean, we would have red-headed kids.
We would.
They
we
would never be bald.
But I'm just if the kids are. I'm just wondering if at
Just, like,
any
gently
point, and it is
disentangle the
just
kids.
danger. It's not directly
Just danger.
us.
And you
It's
just hear in the
general.
back of your head, you're just like,
You better get in there.
you better get in there, man. It's,
And then you hear Kang.
he's gonna get before you, buddy.
Oh, oh.
I'll pick up the last couple of children by the scruff and pull them away. Like, all right, I think we have business.
Yes, as then will rage as well. Like
Ooh,
about to
how
get
fun.
yeah, about to get in there.
And as you clang down on the face, the head just like whips around. I don't think he's in the mood for talking.
I did, in fact, notice that, so that seems very unfortunate. And I'm just gonna whistle and see if I get a response from the Poffle with my tendency for
Don't
animal
reach yet.
handling.
Animal
It ends
handling,
if you
please.
don't attack that round.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna want to wait until we're in
Okay.
range.
When you
Thank you
see
for
the guy
heads
run
up.
up.
I didn't know that.
19.
He's
Put
on
off
the
your
way-
turn.
He's on the way to rage.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And you can
it's a build-up.
see the
Already
figure
giggling.
is slowly starting to come up, and the cloak very low and long to the ground. You can just see it like just hovering over. Now you can see the glowing poffle. And to your knowledge, you've never seen a poffle glowing before.
No, but I am going to see that, and I'm going to be like, please don't kill the bounty. We don't get paid if we don't return it.
It's probably already dead.
It's definitely not. I can see it. It's right there. Can you not see it?
And
It's
you look
literally
down and
right
you
in
just
front
see
of
this
you.
quivering puffball. Just like, doesn't even make any noise, but you just see the little rustling of the hairs as it's glowing. It's like,
All right, it's not dead.
Yes, and I'd like to keep it that way. Thank you.
speaking of dead, I think you're gonna be. And the cloak just slightly descends, and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arms.
Now that's just gilding the lily.
General Kenobi.
General Kenobi!
I hate these desert creatures.
It's not a creature, it's a full automaton.
this is-
Yeah, whatever.
It's Grievous.
Still don't.
It's Grievous.
Yeah, it's General Grievous. Yeah.
It's Grievous.
Crossover.
It sounds like 5 attacks.
Yeah, he's going to
Maker's breath.
stab you 5 times.
Well, I don't have a good armor class, so you can enjoy that.
The lowest here is a 14.
Well, I have a 15.
Okay, so we have a 21 and an 18 though, for 2 of them, and then that's gonna miss, and those are gonna miss. So we got 2. So in this small,
Bad ratio.
right? In this small abode, it's just hard for these arms to get around. And as I'm rolling this damage, make a perception.
I had a great axes swinging around too, which is. Nope. I'm very busy, very
Yeah,
preoccupied.
As it just like creaks and cracks, you'll take 7 damage and 4 damage. So 11 damage
Ow.
total, reduced to
Minus,
half.
so half.
5.
Okay.
So, BAM!
Yeah, we were on down.
It's been a minute. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'd like you all to roll initiative.
Okay.
Here we go. I was like, let me do something.
We want to
for the
get
love
in
of
there.
God.
God damn it. Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Get yourself some parrot sharks, people. That's all I'm saying.
They can't. There's only like 2 sets in existence.
And they're both on this table right now.
yeah,
so,
I've got the other set over here.
So get ready to throw those bits in once we announce the Parrot Shark giveaway that will eventually come up.
All right, 25 to 20.
24.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Jesus Christ.
Not playing Elspeth today, homies. I'm going first.
And then 20 for Brocade.
21.
21, thank you.
Show off.
Yay.
And 18.
15.
17.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice rolls, nice rolls.
And I only have a +1.
I have a +4 and I rolled that low.
I have a, I always go before the rogue.
That's my secret, Cap. I'm not the rogue.
Okay.
We all know you're an
So-
assassin.
I will be, but I haven't
This
gotten
is
there
a
yet.
really tight hovel, so you try and like press through toward, or do you get around?
Absolutely not. I'm going to take 4 steps back.
You're out.
No,
it's
I'm-
really tight. If you step out, you're...
I'm going to put Hyacinth down on the ground so he can take just the free move action of scampering in. And then I'm going to clock it. I've locked my hunter's mark on, which is a bonus action. I'm going to take 2 steps back, having marked where the head is, because he's real short, and this guy is, I presume, significantly taller.
kind of hunched over right now. He's maybe about a foot or 2 right now.
That's all I need. I'm going to take 2 steps back, draw my longbow, and fire.
Go ahead.
That's going to be a natural 20 to hit.
Go ahead and roll some damage.
And there's a hunter's mark in there.
Oh, yeah, there is. Okay, so let's see.
What does that do?
So
Add
it-
extra damage.
It doubles a whole bunch of stuff. So,
Oh, wow.
yep.
That's a lot of dice.
A handful of dice at
I
3rd
love
level.
playing Rangers because I know how to do them well. So it's going to be 12.
I like how that D8's a 1 though. That's
12, 16.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, well, there's a
Shit.
D6
12,
and then it's a 6.
16,
Shut up.
17, 22 damage.
22. My lordy. As this one just goes straight through, and you just feel the whiz past your poofy hair as it strikes right in the face, and it just like...
I really still am willing to talk, but if you're going to be violent towards my compatriots, then I'm afraid that this is going to be non-negotiable. Hostile negotiations, I think we generally call it.
I believe he struck first. At which point, it is the automaton's turn.
I don't care who kills it, just as long as it's killed.
Just try not to hit the portal, please. It's an innocent. Thank you.
Uh-oh. Wheels are turning.
Okay.
Trouble.
He's gonna hold the poffle up in front of him.
That would be
Is this what you want?
Don't worry, I have something for that too. It's just less effective.
I do too, but it involves the poffle being cut in half.
You see one of the arms scoop up the poffle, and then the other 2 other arms are going to like come around.
Oh boy.
Ugh, God, I'm really ass. But one of those hit with a 22.
That'll hit. Yeah.
And then,
Barely.
grazing blow.
And that will do 6 reduced to 3. And as that gets into your gut, you watch as this mechanical head just bites down and locks onto you.
Was that a nat one?
It bites down onto your great axe. And you can see just like the slight rust covering along its mouth just shatters.
That just makes me madder.
Yep.
Don't bite my axe!
It's like biting down on a sheet of rusty aluminum.
Yeah.
And the sound everyone cringes at.
At which point he will shift around you and just basically in between the 2 of you.
Right.
Right, spun around. Cool.
Brocade, you're up.
So he's kind of in the
just hearing
doorway
all
now.
this, right?
So.
Yes, you're
How
just,
far away is the doorway from where we are?
the
I'm
doorway
assuming
from
it's
you is
big.
like 15 feet.
Okay.
But you exited, right?
Yeah, I'm standing outside the door,
And I just
firing
saw
into
it.
Yeah,
the doorway.
staring at the
I've
door
got my
frame.
bow drawn.
She's right in front of the door frame. At this point, there's no current entry point into the
I was gonna
hovel.
say can't really get into it.
Into the hovel.
It's
Current.
fabric. It's
Current entry point.
I have movement. You can ask nicely.
Or you can just chop a window.
Yeah, are there windows or is
No windows, but it's a shack.
We'll see in a minute.
Just Kool-Aid Man.
I'm gonna do it.
Kool-Aid Man.
Exactly. All right, here
Oh
we go.
yeah.
But which is kind of can I reach? Do I know if I can reach him? I don't know where.
You don't know where he's in within the shack, but
It's not a big shack.
How,
Priscilla, yeah.
Yes.
Priscilla, how big is the shack? Could I reach it?
Oh, it's not that. If you go around to the side, you'll probably catch it from the side, but be careful, Oleg's in there.
30 feet.
Yes.
It's mine. He's like when he thinks of Robert De Niro. He's like, I've got 30 feet.
You must be 30 feet in front of me.
Talking to me?
Rage. Yeah. So he is going to rage and run and just attack. He's just gonna swipe
Through the wall.
through. Yeah.
through the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what's interesting is when he rages up and roids up, he'll like look back and you'll see like in his eyes, all of a sudden they kind of look like like when you shine a flashlight on a cat and you get that reflection?
neat.
So he's gonna turn back and he's gonna wink at you, but the eyes are doing that kind of weird thing. And then he almost kind of takes on this like when he runs, like almost like a little mole-like quality. I don't know why. But so he's just gonna kind of go, and then he's gonna run and then towards into the wall.
The people who take joy in the rage are the most terrifying.
And he's just doing that. Yeah.
Ready to dig through. Roll me an attack against
Sure.
the wall.
Oh, that's a crappy ass roll. All right.
What's that smell? It's that roll.
It's that roll.
It's a wall.
Yeah, that's a 10 to hit.
10.
Why don't we add a
And
d6 to that?
They-
Thank you,
did it.
Pixel.
Let's add a d6.
Thank you, Pixel. Okay, that's a 13.
13.
Against a wall.
Yeah.
A very thin wall, yes. You crack into it, roll some damage.
Okay.
While he's rolling that damage, welcome, casters and castles. You raided just as we were getting into this horrifying fight where we're going to destroy a shack and probably ourselves in the process.
That is a 12.
12. 12 damage. You are able to shear right through it as if it were like the IKEA wood. Just,
Now these brain fab hovels of the West.
So it's a hoovel.
it's a wood one.
Oh, actually, it was because I forgot I'm doing my rage.
14, right?
Yeah, it's a 14. Yeah.
even more so.
Funny that it does everything, but it doesn't add that 2 into the
it's
damage.
like, okay.
The particle board just cuts right through. And you see there, having used your attack to get through, but you have made a sizable hole, and you can see currently 2 knives are stuck into Oleg. The poffle is scooped up in one arm, and this jaw is just kind of like staring over at Priscilla, just like.
All right. We got an automaton.
Screaming back.
Ah, that's where the cog came from. Fan-fucking-tastic.
He's very rusty, but also surprisingly dexterous.
Hold on, I'll get you some more cogs.
Your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Great.
As we're all yelling at you.
Yeah, just like,
And the
all
kids
right,
are like,
all of you shut up and leave me alone. Good gods. All right. How tall is the roof of this particular hovel?
The roof of this hovel is maybe about 7 feet tall.
Okay. Is it reasonably well built? Do I think that with this gaping hole that has happened that I could get up onto it and stab down from there? I ask very specifically.
Could you just ask if the hovel was well built?
Yes. Because it's a newer hovel.
You know, it's one of your better hovels. Yeah.
It's the latest model.
He did say it was better made.
Yeah. It's the bougie hovel.
You can either make, I would say, make a perception check.
Okay, I'll accept that.
I'll accept that.
You know, like you do. 23.
23. You gather, if not for that hole just made, this could probably stand. The structural integrity has been weakened quite severely.
Noted, and while I am small, I would likely bring the roof down. Got it. Would I be able to get in, stab, and get back out to Dimash?
Through the...
Through the hole that was just created by the Kool-Aid man over here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's hard to tear.
A, I'm taller than he is. B, I have the mobile feet, so I'm faster than anyone else here.
Make me a dexterity check.
16.
Yeah.
Okay. So, drawing rapier and dagger, because I have 2-weapon fighting style, I'm going to run up and take 2 stabs, one with my main hand and one with my offhand at this automaton, apparently.
Yes, go ahead.
That is a 10 with the rapier, which I suspect will miss.
Yes, or if you would like to hit, you can take a hindrance.
Sure.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
Yeah, roll it in.
what does that mean?
I'm trying a new thing. That's why he saw his father's face.
So, I talked about this before, but Connie Chang, who is the GM of Transplanar, when they run combat, like missing still does something. You can choose to still do something. You know, missing is optional essentially. But if you miss, you can still do damage, but you have some sort of disadvantage. You know, and she'll do they'll do things like they'll ask, "What about this monster scares you?" or something like that, and they'll kind of
That's so fun.
Yeah, it's a super cool idea. It makes the combat a lot more cinematic.
Poof. 12 points of damage on that.
12 points
Crunch.
of damage. Nice.
With my +1 rapier.
Is that a common magic item?
Yes. Uncommon, but yes.
So you pierce through and you are able, you hear collect against some metal along the side. And as you do, you try and pull back. And you're stuck at the moment.
Okay. Using that leverage, I want to try and come in with a dagger with an overhand stab.
Okay, go ahead.
But so much for the hit and run.
Yeah,
Oh, was that the plan?
that was my plan. 17 with the dagger.
17 hits.
And that is a 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage.
Because I have 2-weapon fighting and can add my proficiency, my dexterity to that.
Yeah, so you go in and you lunge with the rapier and come down with the dagger and you try and pull out and you're just like, and you're stuck there.
All right.
Oh my God, Dickie. We're fighting the tar baby.
Yeah.
And I'll look down at the poofle in his arms and go,
Okay, good. No.
and that is my turn.
All right, that ends with Alexandria. Priscilla, you're up. All of your compatriots, except for Brocade, have collected right next to this thing.
But he spun Oleg around, so he's now, his back's to me, right?
Yes.
Great. One more step back, and I'm gonna fire.
Nice.
Go ahead.
Range it up.
Let's see. We'll try this d20.
That's nice.
That's gonna be a 22.
Hooray, magpies.
If you too want to get these good high rolling numbers, go to birthsofparadise.com.
And use our code chaotic at the checkout.
That will be 9 damage.
9 damage for 15% off. Shilling. Continue. Yes, what's up?
We show for our people.
Peeps.
Let me just double check. I want. I use my action for my attack, so Hyacinth will not be attacking. Hyacinth will by default take the dodge action, but I do want Hyacinth basically to get up in there, and basically is just right up in there to have eyes on the Poffle, so that if it gets released, he can help like herd him out of danger's way.
Yeah,
that is the plan. He's just kind of hovering in there.
Herd the Poffle.
Yeah.
They were great at Lilith.
He's a very good shepherding animal. The teeth.
Carnivores are not good shepherding.
Dogs are shepherds.
Dogs are omnivores.
His head pivots to see Alexandria stab, and he can see out of the corner of your eye you shooting at him. And you can see him do an instinctual tuck with the Poffle, so that way he takes it into his back.
Okay.
But then, Oleg, you see him staring straight at you still, and now all of your compatriots are around him. But it is his turn. I'm sorry, I was about to throw it to you.
I mean, you still could if you wanted to.
He should
Did I
model up.
skip you?
No.
Wait,
Last
'Cause I
round, I
went-
think you did, but
I went Brocade, then to you?
yeah,
I skipped you, go ahead.
no big deal. I'll frenzy again. I
Frenzy,
will be
go
a
ahead.
danger to everyone in the room.
Very possibly.
Do I have a disadvantage on any of these? Do I?
I will say you cut the form of your father from
right.
that last attack.
Well,
with that nat 20.
I was my own disadvantage. I have the best one here is an 11. So
Do you want to go for a hit or not?
no, that is a round of that was there's a reason you skipped me that round. I was just like like as he was spinning me around,
flailing.
like the axe just starts going in this circle like all around me.
Alexandria's like, I don't think I'm dodgy enough to deal with this bullshit.
Wild swings bring it around.
Down, left, right, BA start.
And he's looking around,
close
it's like,
reference.
it's starting to get a little tight in here. And one of his arms reaches back, and he points through the hole you made, and you watch as this grappling hook just goes.
I saw this blaster rifle. Yeah.
You're going with him.
Am I still attached?
Make a dex check as you hear this wire just starting to spool in.
Can I choose to fail it and stay with him?
You want to stick with him?
Yes.
All right. You watch as Alexandria just gets ripped out of the space as this automaton just launches himself out, and he knocks over several hovels next to him and taking you with him.
Can Hyacinth try to jump and latch into the cloak to also go with?
Yeah, let's make a dex check for
Dex
Isaac.
for the baby. Okay.
Just the sharp-toothed scary baby.
It goes fast. Like you.
Oh yeah, no.
It's like
He's pretty zippy. 14.
14. He leaps up, and just as the cloak is about to leave, he misses. And you watch as both the automaton and Alexandria go about 45 feet away from the hovel, just launching themselves out.
Ah,
Would
perfect.
you like to take an opportunity attack, sir?
I would very much.
Go ahead.
Aren't you within striking distance too?
I think I'm outside of the
Yeah,
hall.
Yeah, it does launch past you. If you would like to
Oh.
also take it.
Yeah. I would need to rage again, though, correct? Because I did not make
You hit-
contact.
No, if he didn't hit it, if he didn't attack, well,
You
I
made
was
you
attacking
you
towards-
made an attack and you hit something.
Yeah,
You
no,
hit
you
the
you-
wall.
That's okay then?
Yeah.
I'm still raging?
Yeah.
All right.
Did
well,
make
it does say hostile creature.
That's right.
That wall was very aggressive.
Its interior design was so cool.
The form shape was just all off.
He does hate hoovles.
In
I'm
that
gonna rage
case,
again.
yeah, you will have to rage again.
That's a 14.
14 zips right past
But I'm
you.
gonna do the damage this time.
Oh,
I'm gonna do the damage. I'm mad at this guy.
Everybody likes trouble in this party.
And that
Well, yes.
is a 9 plus 5 is 14.
14.
Yow.
Noise. You cut through and you hear the clanging as you scrape by what you can assume is his legs as these... This cloak has proved somewhat effective in just like hiding the essential form of this creature.
Can I offer a disadvantage that I just thought of?
Yes.
Because I took the I assume I miss. Yeah. So
Well, no, you took the damage to hit, so...
Yeah. So I'm offering you a
Yes,
disadvantage. I chopped down and I cut through his cloak and like just the tiniest bit I pricked the poofle, and the poofle just looks at me terrified and will not go near me for the rest of the time. Just is terrified by me.
Okay.
It remembers that I heard it.
Baby.
Okay.
And the end of the game is going to be. He's the only standing survivor.
Come on,
little guy, and it'll just jump off into the sea of sand and die. And
And that's the end. As
the
it
end.
flings itself off.
Why am I chasing this thing? Oh, come on, you little.
James does love killing animals, so...
I don't have any cardio.
Yeah, you nick the poffle, but it still zooms past. And Alexandria, as you are now zipping away, the rod is strongest here because you are right next to it. And you can see on the interior sewn bits of have been almost a mix of pasted as well as almost as if it were heated, just kind of sticks there. Just as you can see some of it through the cloak as it flutters through.
skin.
A little less than skin because it just seems like grafted pieces of flesh.
A little less than kin and more than kind.
Welcome, Skull for Initiative. You came just in time for the reveal of what this villain might be that we're probably not going to defeat, but who knows?
Yeah, 45 minutes. We got time.
Yeah, we do. As he zips by with his grappling hook, someone definitely did not watch Attack on Titan recently.
Nope, absolutely not. Why would you say that?
Vincent Diego.
Oh, I was like, is this a reference? I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
It sounds like Pathfinder.
we'll
to me.
do
I'm
an
triggered by
anime
tall
viewing
naked
party because I also haven't watched it.
I'm
Yeah.
literally only familiar with it because one of my favorite internet artists does covers of the songs.
Attack on Titan. This
Yes.
is not Clash of the Titans.
No, it's anime.
Greece.
Then it would be a robot owl.
Okay.
Yes,
There.
and a lot of skeletons.
Yeah.
Just so
Skeletons that like
Yeah, this is just a lot of naked, huge creatures.
No, there's naked huge creatures in every QNC show. That's not limited.
Well, I'm referencing the Attack on Titan specifically.
it hurts when you talk about me like that.
I'm so sorry.
Speaking
I mean, keep your clothes
of huge
on.
naked people.
Oh, so speaking of
Alexandria.
Brocade, what's up?
also, just FYI, completely missed the opportunity when he went swinging.
Would you
by.
like to hit? Or
No.
take damage, or
No,
do damage?
no,
or...
no,
Okay.
No, I'll just be like,
Oh, no, right.
Whips.
Then rage again. Do I need to rage again then? No. 'cause
Well,
you
you
can
should
attack
wait
on
until
it.
you get
You made the
because he's
attack.
45 feet away.
Well, no, for the
You
opportunity,
don't.
I
You,
raged.
you don't
Yeah.
have to hit.
Yeah, you made the attack.
You just have to make an
Oh,
attack.
so it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you make the attack, you're fine.
How far? So you said it's 45 feet away now.
Yes.
Was I?
I would say you're 40 feet.
Ooh. I know what your
gonna have to
speed is.
Yeah.
I mean, mine's worse.
It's so stupid.
No, yours is the same.
Do I have anything in my?
Down these stubby legs.
All these short barbarians.
You know?
Well,
Live
I can't really do
barbarians,
much, so he's
where
just
it's
gonna
at.
rage,
Nah, nah,
rage,
wood elf,
30
barbarian.
feet towards
35 feet
big
base.
villain, and then stop. Like,
Would you like to use your action to
Only
dash
if
to
you
get?
no.
do feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna hang around.
What
I
else?
don't
Do you have
it's-
something to
it's
throw at it?
35 feet
No,
movement.
I'm not equipped. I mean, I
Yeah.
have a javelin on my back, but I can't. I'm not. Can't
I
do
mean,
anything.
you want to throw your great axe if you want.
It's like a hammer throw. You start spinning.
I was like, oh, I don't know about that.
It'll be at disadvantage. But
You know, why not?
Why should throw your-
You're raging. You're not making normal decisions.
Disadvantage. That's a 24.
Ooh, that's very
In
good.
the
Didn't
box.
go in the box. It went under.
Take it?
It
Wow,
was
it's-
eaten.
That's a nat 20. Should I take
Oh,
it?
it's got to be
It's
in the
gotta
box.
be in the box.
Yeah.
Nice.
box.
Right.
Sorry, mate.
Gotta
Okay,
be
it's an
in the
18 to hit.
18 hits.
Oh, nice!
All right.
The throwing axe.
So yeah, so then he'll just go, "Ah!" and then
Yeet.
yeet for 8 damage.
8 damage as
Bang.
it's not even the blade. It's like
Oh, I'm sorry.
10.
Because
10
he's
damage.
still
I
raging.
keep forgetting that. Yeah.
10, and it's just like the handle of it smacks it straight and true on the back of this guy's like. Ugh. And now that he's stopped and standing, this automaton's about 7 feet tall as he cracks his back and straightens up.
Well, that's rude.
Is it stuck in him?
No, it was like the handle hit.
Got it.
Pang.
That was not that need to get out, thank you. That takes it to Oleg.
So I'm going to charge towards him, and in like a surprisingly deft motion, as I'm running, pull a throwing axe and just huck it at him as I'm running
Go
towards
ahead and throw.
So that's sort of my frenzy, because I'm using the attack as the bonus action. Ooh, that is a
Do you have the hiccups?
19.
19 hits.
Nope.
Oh.
And that does
Dumb party trick. I can stop him.
10 points of damage from my hand axe.
Oof. Alexandria, you're just locked in with this automaton, and right next to your head, you just see, just like, as one of these hand axe strikes right in the shoulder area.
We're just throwing. I forgot.
I'm right here!
We're literally just
Dislodges
throwing
your
axes.
dagger. You know,
My
that's the
dagger
bonus.
wasn't the problem. The rapier was.
And as it goes, unless there's anything else. Alexandria, you're
Am I able to wriggle my rapier free?
roll me a strength check.
Oh, fuck.
So the answer might be no.
I believe. Oh,
19,
great.
actually.
Nice.
Because I have a strength of 10.
That's some adrenaline right there.
Yeah. From the axes being.
From the axe, you're just like, oh! And you're like, oh, sweet, good.
The axe loosened it.
Yeah, it probably did. It probably knocked a couple things loose. And I'm just looking at a dagger in one hand, rapier in the other, just like, what in the name of the gods are you?
It's a contraption.
Just a simple man trying to make his way in life.
I think that's very much.
Smack that bitch.
I think that is very much incorrect, and I'm going to make the attack with my rapier.
Okay, go ahead.
That is a
Nice.
21 to hit.
Ooh, hell yeah!
Where are you? There you are. I'm going to actually use one of my bardic things that I have, because I am a College of Swords bard. I'm going to use a blade flourish.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use it for a defensive flourish, so I'm adding the d6 to damage and my AC. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, good thing I did. All right, so that is 12 points of damage, and my AC is currently 22.
That's tasty.
Okay.
Flourish indeed.
Indeed. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to offhand attack with my dagger.
Okay.
That's probably, well, maybe 14.
Would you like to hit?
No.
Okay.
I got tied up with this thing once before.
You go deftly in and you strike true straight into the chest. And then you try and bring your dagger around as he's distracted with that, but he's able to just weave past. And as you pull your rapier out, you can see a similar blue-pink glow, as similar to the Pawful, just like in its core. He's sustained quite a bit of damage. Yeah.
Looking at that and knowing that Pawfuls eat magic, does this seem to be like a symbiotic relationship with the two of them?
Arcana check.
Heck. 12.
12. Similar colors, but it's... You I mean, like, you see that they are similar colors.
One's soft and fuzzy, One is not.
Okay, so once I clear both of my blades, I'm going to meep and run 30 feet. I have the
You've
mobile.
got like a 20-something AC right now.
I do, and I'm drawing its attention to me.
Okay.
And it does not get an attack of opportunity because I have mobile.
Oh, okay.
And because I attacked it, it does not get to hit me.
Very anti-anime hero. You're just like, bye!
Meep.
Leaving it in the dust.
And very much like trying to provoke it in my direction because I'm the closest one to it
But it was
still.
already running away.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it did. It just ran away from us.
Yeah, it ran 45.
Like it grappling hooked away from the fight.
All right, let's take it over to the top of the round, Priscilla.
Great. How about? Because I'm at the triangle point. But how
Yeah,
far away is he?
45, I would say similarly 45, 50 feet.
Great, even better. Hyacinth can get all the way up to him because Hyacinth has a movement speed of 50 feet. I told you, Bunny's magic.
Bunny's scary.
Bunny's terrifying. Hyacinth's gonna run up and get prepped to help the Poffle if need be, and then I'm going to just pivot and fire. That's gonna be a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Math. 11 damage.
Okay. You can. Excuse me.
That was quite the voice.
Here's the thing.
You can see him staring off into Alexandria's area, and he kind of has left side facing, right side facing down that way. And as his head turns, you're able to just like.
Click, click, click.
Hello. Sorry, I'd offer to talk still, but I don't know that that's really gonna work at the moment. Sorry.
You see the jaw is loose, but you just hear coming out from this area. Oh, I believe you were the one who said they wanted to talk, right?
Yes, that's me.
Then let's talk.
All right.
All right.
There's two raging barbarians.
Look, I'm really just worried about returning the Poffle to its rightful owner, so...
And you can see the Poffle with that fifth arm is tucked even further behind. Just like held in the arm.
Yeah.
But then you see the bladed hands just go. Let's talk.
Into pistol shapes for the
Yes,
podcast
thank you.
listeners.
Yeah, that's unsurprising.
Finger guns.
Finger guns. Pew pew. 4 pistol-like things. 4 guns. We'll just say it.
They're he's an automaton. Of course, they're fucking guns.
It's fantasy. We need to come up with a different. No, it's guns.
No, it's guns.
Slug throwers.
Gun hands. Automaton gun hands.
So it's going to do 4 gun
Wait a minute.
attacks against.
This is a flesh tank.
Oh hell!
Yeah?
It's-
Just
it's-
figured that out?
Yes, I did. It was from the first Call of Cthulhu campaign that we did, where it was literally a tank made of flesh from the soldiers who attacked the island.
Oh, fun. Okay,
Great.
cool. We'll chop it up.
So I'm going to assume a 21, 23, and 23 hit.
Yes, you are correct.
Just say no to make him mad.
I'm only playing a ranger. I don't have that good of AC, although I contemplated doing that build, but I didn't.
Ew.
Is that good, huh?
Yeah, no. 5 plus 9, so 14 damage.
Ow!
That is a hit, yeah.
As one of them just goes, but the other 3 just like strike you across the body.
Yeah, you, anyone who's ever heard a rabbit scream, it sounds like a baby crying. That's you kind of hear a weird, like, keening noise from over in the corner. It's very unsettling. And then you hear a weird growling that sounds like a wolf.
Oh no. Which direction is that coming from so I can be in the opposite side?
Same direction as the screaming.
I just want to be in the opposite side of wherever that thing is.
The rabbit's got eyes on the Poffle, so.
And the robot looks down and sees the screaming Poffle, and then it sees the 2 charging barbarians, and it's it's just going to move 30 feet back. 30 feet, slight angle, so it's not going directly towards you.
I have one more hand axe.
So it goes like in a slight angle direction. Again, the tail kind of tapers a bit, but in a slight tapering away from you. So it's about...
On the plus side, you can pick up your axe as you run by.
Yeah, exactly. That's
So
what
it's about 10-ish feet from you.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, 10 to 15-ish.
Noted.
Yeah. But it's like now it's got you on the far end and it's got you three in its sights. Yeah, it's looking a little
Okay.
Yeah.
And it can't be bloodied. Is it greasied? I don't know.
It's not leaking out anything. It's just the only thing that's leaking out is that slight light, and in this
Rust.
harsh, bright sun, it's only really perceptible to Alexandra because she was so close.
Again, we'd be happy to put all of our weapons down and just have a discussion about this, but you don't seem to be particularly interested in discussing.
She's lying. I'm gonna kill you.
I'm not lying, I'm just not speaking for everyone. I'm speaking for myself and the rabbit, which is technically a we.
I appreciate your straightforwardness,
Well, then stop running.
Osipov.
Everyone stops with this.
Freezes turns to look at
I'm trying to decide. I still am not entirely sure how cogent I am right now. Mm-hmm. But when you say the name, I'm just like, you're not my father.
Oh no, and you're not your father, but I can smell an Osipov. And my friend here, you say you want to talk. You keep talking.
Okay.
Just like the ones down south, that's all they ever did. Nah, I'm here having some fun with all y'all.
Oh, it's like that. All right. I see what's happening here.
Well, now that I know that you have ranged weapons, that changes the game a little, doesn't it?
Pew pew! Next up is after the automaton brocade.
That was his monologue round.
Yeah. Exactly.
Talking's a free action, babe.
25,000 seconds later.
We are not playing Naruto.
I gotta tell you my entire
Yet.
backstory for 30 chapters, so that way we can prolong this thing as long as we can. What you doing, Brocade?
running.
Okay,
No.
so Brocade's running like this. towards his hand. He's gonna pick it up, the great axe, and then
Throw
he'll
it again.
grab it, and then he's just gonna swing it and
Nice.
throw it.
Hammer throw.
That's awesome.
And then get as close as he can. So he'll be 10 feet away from him again at the end of it. Let's see. That's going to be a 13 to hit.
Do you want
We
to?
have an inspiration. I think
Can
we
we
still have
use-
an inspiration.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think
you
we
pick
use
so
it.
far
Yeah.
here. Is it okay?
Do it.
Yeah, sure, do it.
Okay,
Add
then
a
I'm gonna
d6
do
to
it.
that.
Okay. So that's going to be a 16 to hit.
Do you want it to hit?
Heck.
Wait, what happened? I thought the hitting-
17's the magic number.
Oh. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, roll some damage.
This guy don't know my real name.
Yeah, I was gonna
Now
say.
you're-
either
you're
I
17
don't know my real name.
either 17 or 18 is the magic
Your
number.
axe goes flying off the turtle.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that's 14 damage.
Nice.
Ooh, he's looking.
Oh, it's 16 damage.
Thank
You're
You're gonna
still
I know.
raging.
Point.
He goes to catch it and it just.
Yeah.
He's looking for. Yeah, you cleave a good portion of one of his right arms, but you watch as your great axe just goes into the sea of sand.
No. Into the sea of sand?
It's
Off the turtle.
hell.
You just see him turn the shade of his hair. Like, that's how angry he
He's
got.
now one color, his entire body.
And the fabric is just rustling. Oh, what are those dinosaurs? It's like one of those.
Dilophosaurus.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And he spits poison.
Anything else, Brocade?
No. Well,
Well, you really took us on a journey there.
I mean, I technically do have the javelin on me. Can I, or will that be an action?
We've already made an attack.
No, just to like whip it out, not to throw at him, but like
No,
to
you-
grab
Yeah,
it.
just whip out the javelin on the ball. I got you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
You-
pull this out.
You can draw a weapon as part of the attack action.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay, so then yes. In that case, we'll be beat red, angry, screaming, and then grab the javelin.
It's not usually the second part of the attack, actually. You've really innovated that.
Innovated pulling the weapon at the end of the turn. Okay, yeah. and be like, this end's going in there.
Yeah.
We get that a lot on the ball.
Yep. All right.
Hell.
And that takes us to Oleg Osipov.
Oh, wait. What did you say earlier? This is going in your cloaca. Is that what you said?
That's not what I said. I don't.
Coccyx.
I don't think they have
The xiphoid process is
I
mine.
think they just have a waste vent. But no, I don't want to presume.
He's angry. He's raging and berserk. He's pointing.
The automaton's like, Chloe.
Priscilla's standing here trying to like analyze automaton anatomy. As she's like got one thumb in like the bullet hole trying.
Query, what waste
Query,
do you
what-
think?
Query. Oh, man.
I'm gonna throw my last hand axe as I run to get within 10 feet of him again, sadly. This is only one attack. Oh, don't roll that. Roll the burn. I might have just thrown it at one of the party. I rolled a 1.
Good thing he moved away from
Or
all of
I
us.
just throw it straight down into my foot.
That is a
Where's
natural
he
You
one.
wouldn't hit her.
She's far away.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Roll a d6.
It could be the rabbit.
I'm happy to.
Oh, there's a rabbit. Let's throw
I
it.
said this right there.
Yeah, let's.
D4. Or D8, rather.
Yeah, let's start with the d4. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just for the sake of being upfront here.
4. Oh.
All right. It goes into Brocade.
In the back.
On the plus side, you have resistance to
This is true.
Yeah, you're
This is
raging.
true, and I do have some.
And now you get to keep your rage because you were attacked.
The bad news is that I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Full
So-
damage.
So that is 10 points of damage.
Okay, so how would this
So
work?
5.
Because I have Form of the Beast, which is my added thing. So when a creature hits me with an attack roll, I can use my reaction to swipe my tail that appears.
Is he within 10 feet?
I don't know.
Yeah, because we're running at the same speed and next to each other.
Okay, so he can use his reaction to swipe the tail and roll a D8, applying a bonus to the AC.
But I don't know if that does it. Would it?
I would say with
He's also behind you, so you
Yeah.
can't really see him.
yeah.
All right. Okay, what was it? How
It
many?
was a 5 to you.
Yeah.
Because it was
10
10
reduced
half.
to 5 because
So
Oh,
fine.
gotcha. Okay, that's not bad.
It's not. You're down to my AC, or my HP.
Alexandria, you just see Brocade screaming, and then there's just like a slight wince, and it continues to scream.
I'm just like,
He looks back briefly. Sorry.
Oh, the pirate, it's infectious, isn't it?
Here we go. I told you.
I've got the aim of a scurvy lad.
oh, apparently.
This is like training with my brothers. Everyone's terrible at everything.
Alexandria, you're
All right, it's what, 15 feet away from me?
yeah.
I'm going to close the distance.
Okay.
And get right up on it and make my rapier attack.
Go ahead.
In the base.
Oh.
Meow. That is a 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
Would you like it to hit? Don't do it. Don't do it.
No.
Okay.
No. So I'll.
He says, looking at his axe, as the worm slides away.
I mean, the worm did slow down, so maybe we can get it at some point. But I am going to make the offhand bonus action attack with the dagger.
We're going to go look for an axe in the desert.
That's a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
That's the second episode.
Yeah. It's the equivalent of like losing your phone on a car ride. You know.
Right, so that is 6, but I'm also going to spend a bardic inspiration to add a d6 to that.
Hey.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so that is 12 points of damage, and my AC is once again 22, and this time I'm not moving away.
Got it.
I'm staying right on top of him so that any range attacks he makes will be at disadvantage.
His guns
be
will
that.
not be happy.
Cool. Okay, that's Alexandria. Priscilla, you are up.
Oh, I forgot to roll to see if I maintain concentration on my hunter's mark, but I do. So I'm just gonna look and just sign like, we really could have done this the easy way, but I guess we're going to do it this way instead.
I like how every time she's like, we could talk.
And
I mean, that is Elsbeth's thing.
and that's going to be a natural 1, so I'm assuming my bowstring snaps.
Who did you
hit? Who
shoot?
gets hit?
Who did you
Who gets
shoot?
Well, the
Literally all 4 of them.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
And
If it is.
That'll be a 3.
Oh!
Alexandria.
No, this is good because your AC is 22.
Yeah, your AC is 20.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is a fumble.
It's a nat 1 hit.
She's like, nothing can hit me. Something hit me!
I'm impervious.
It's fine, I rolled low.
good.
4 damage.
4. Got it.
And you don't have the hunter's mark on you, so none of that bonus.
Yeah.
Bring.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Ow!
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Stop moving. It helps.
As I have said to several other compatriots, stop firing into melee!
I wouldn't be firing into melee if I could melee.
God, I'd love to be in melee.
That's what
Have you ever considered getting a short bow?
What did you say?
You heard me.
Or a crossbow. That works too.
That's a contraption. I think he'd much prefer the manual kind.
Fair point. A javelin. It's just a stick with a pointy end.
I've got axes.
Axes crash.
To grind.
Y'all like my old family. Let's start with you, shall we?
Let's.
4 knives come out.
Hit him in the cock.
Roll me a perception check as this happens.
Oh.
Oh!
Did you just nat 20 on
Roll me a perception check to die.
I'm not touching. I'm not. Come around.
You have to do the Thomas picture of your dice in the Discord.
How many nat 20s did we just get? 2. Great.
Okay,
Cool.
And then that was 3rd and 4th. 4th misses.
Ouchers.
So 2 nat 20s and a 23.
Okay. Yeah, that hits. And the
Good thing we have a cleric.
The perception's at 18.
Ooh.
The rabbit's
You
a player,
see
it's
at
fine.
the arms, all of them are very rusty.
Noted.
So first
Your dying
D20.
thought.
Lying there in a pool of blood going, that's a lot of rust, man.
9 for the first,
Okay.
and then 9 for the second,
Ouch.
Okay.
and then for the last one, 6.
And I drop unconscious.
Okay. Okay.
We got you, Gur. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Only one person has healing, and she's a ways away.
We'll get it.
I'm not that far away.
You're far enough.
I'm very good at amputation.
You don't know the rabbit isn't a cleric.
Yeah, fair.
The rabbit is a clone.
I doubt it, but with that rabbit, it's possible.
Maybe it has, what are the berries called?
Good berry.
Good berries and gold. It's a spin of it. Yeah.
You know, I'd take it.
Instead of storing poop in its in its little pouch, it stores good berries.
Yeah. I mean, rabbit poop looks like good berries. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, continue.
Does it?
It does.
Yes.
What's it, like those moose
No,
dropping
it
candies?
looks like poop. I mean, let's be clear. It's brown.
Depends on what you're feeding it. If I fed my rabbit enough strawberries, it did, in fact, look like good berries.
So 3 of these blades just go 1, 2, and 1 in the back, and the 4th one's about to go for it, and he sees that the light kind of leaves your eyes, and he just. Oh, ooh, that was an actual crack. All right. It's been a few decades, but I'm starting to warm up. Oh, shit.
As Alexandria,
I like that he's running at him with just fists.
as Alexandria crumples to the ground.
Your knives might be getting better, but your math still sucks.
We'll keep going, shall we? And he's going to take 30 feet back on the trail so he doesn't get touched by you two.
How much worm is there, damn it?
A lot. We haven't
Yeah,
even
he's
gotten
starting to
the
get
city.
into the tree section.
Oh, he's going back towards the town.
Yes.
Or the settlement.
I'm gonna have to come out of rage, I think.
All right.
Me too.
What does fatigue do to your movement speed?
Nothing for the first level of
For
exhaustion.
the first level.
All right, that takes us to Brocade. He keeps moving back.
No, oh, that was him. Fuck.
Yeah.
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 I'm gonna play.
Yeah,
Do
we-
I see you drop though?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
What did he do? No, he just lost his ass. Sorry, Boo. He's gonna.
Oh, it makes sense.
Raging barbarians are not good for
Yeah,
parties.
he's just like, it just makes him angrier. Yeah, so he's gonna keep running. Are the kids around?
Oh no. Check.
I like where your head's
No,
at,
I
kid.
was gonna do something else. If we see people around, or has
No,
everyone
this
gone back
like
into-
definitely with the sounds of fighting, people have like kept away. Around this has only been like 24 seconds.
Yeah. Less
Okay,
than
so-
that, actually.
Yeah.
So, and then running towards, I am going to attack at this thing, but we'll be screaming,
One of ours is down. I let you touch my beard. Help her out.
and then so just screaming this out to any of the civilians, and then chuck the thing.
The kids are gonna rob her blind.
And someone that's like hoeing the fields or something hears,
I let you touch my beard. she's going down. Help her out.
like, I know, like, what is going on?
Well, this sounds like a good day.
Yeah, exactly.
Roll an attack, sir.
All right.
What are you throwing?
God.
Oh, the javelin.
Oh, a javelin. Oh, no, it's a 12 to hit.
12, would you like it to hit?
Sure.
Okay.
At this point, I'm going to be fighting with my fists.
You know?
Okay, so that's a 9 damage. Oh, wait, nope. 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did it this time. I
Good
did
job.
it, Mom. I did it.
Good job.
And we have 4 more rounds of.
I'm only like 5 days older than him. Like literally 5 days older.
You chuck it
don't
and
like
you
this
watch as one of the arm just like comes up and blocks it. And you can see that it, in that block itself, just like it hit a very rusty part, but it also snaps your javelin, like at the shaft,
Sure, yeah.
on the ball.
God damn you.
Okay.
Now you're punching.
Yeah.
How many javelins? do you have?
Oleg, you're up.
One, I have no weapons right now.
I am running full tilt, and as I pass her,
4.
You have 4.
I rolled a 19 on. I gave myself a dex check. I scoop up her dagger and I just throw it at the guy.
Okay, hell yes, throw it.
That's smart.
If you hit my corpse,
What's
we're
in that
going to
knife?
have
Pick
to
up
Natural
the dagger
one.
and stab it right back into her. I rolled a 1.
And that
All right,
one.
roll me a
The parrot
d20.
sharks.
1 through 5. While you're picking it up, you scrape it along Alexandria. 6
The rest
through
are
20. you-
Turns out Alexandria is not cut out for 5e.
Well,
1. I rolled another 1.
so that's
It says I got to attack something to keep my range. Sorry.
that's a failed death save, yeah? Cool. You know, Alexandria works better at 17th level, I'm just gonna say.
We all work better at 17th level, babe.
I try to pick up the knife and I just drop it right into her.
And there's this like, horrible.
Okay.
They don't usually drop blade side down.
Oh, jeez.
The blades are heavier on hers. It makes sense.
I was waiting for throwing.
Alexandria, as this pain ripples through your back, roll me a death save, please.
Another one?
Because it's
An
an now.
actual-
Well, yeah,
death
this is
saving
the
throw.
one to. No.
And it's a fail with an
Oh,
Kids, where are you?
Do I get the credit for the kill?
You don't get 6 temp HP, you're not a warlock! Less to go home, you drunk!
8. You're not a barbarian. You're a warlock.
you keep rushing forward, though. You keep rushing forward, or do you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you keep rushing forward. Priscilla, you're up. He's looking rusty as fuck.
How far away is everyone from me at this point?
Have you moved?
No.
I have not moved yet.
So he would be 50. He'd be 80 feet away.
He'd be 80. Where are they? Where is
You would be
her
70.
We're 70.
70.
Yeah.
And she's about 50, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, she would be 50, 70, 70.
Too far away, unless you have healing word.
I don't have healing word. I do have shenanigans with a psychically bonded rabbit that I'm willing to make a pitch for.
The bunny's gonna end you.
I'm just
Devour your form and become
I
the new
look forward to
Alexandria.
explaining how this bunny that she had to keep from eating the kid is
He'll
gonna
just like chew his way through my throat, down into my thoracic cavity.
You're now a bunny construct.
So here's the thing.
It's like, what is that? Ratatouille.
Yeah.
The bunny will be up
So
here.
here's the thing. Because the rabbit is homebrewed, so it has functions of an animal companion, but also a familiar, which means theoretically it could deliver a touch spell. But since we did not clear that before game, I am willing to defer to DM's permission, and if you want me to run it just like an animal companion, or if I can also have the benefit of a familiar.
This is why I don't run D&D at cons, because this person shows up and saying like, well, it's a little bit of a homebrew thing, but I think you're gonna be okay with it. It's the sword that is intelligent, but it wins.
I'm giving the offer to follow the companion rules.
But I mean, at cons, you don't want to play that game with people you don't know.
Okay.
And where are the kids? Where are the kids with the good berries?
Look, get off the kids. This is getting creepy.
Make me spit my drink. I'm spitting it on you.
Oh. Has Cubancy ever had a one-shot that's just failed epically?
Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna say I'm happy to go with however you want to do this. I'm
This
giving
is
you
good.
narrative
That was a success.
opportunity.
Yeah.
This is what I'm offering, and I'm willing to
Has
take.
Priscilla seen death before?
Absolutely.
Okay. Has she seen death of people she's worked with?
Yes, several siblings, in fact.
Oh, shoot.
Yes.
Only
Yeah,
a couple
Alexandria's
were her
not
fault.
close enough.
Okay. In that case, I'd like you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
This is exciting.
18.
18. It takes you back to that those few missions ago in which Darnell.
Ah, cousin Darnell. the only cousin I actually like.
Darnell, he was the 6'5" weird elf. He's a half elf, you know.
Half elf, half Goliath.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're able to push that imagery out of your mind and you were able to focus onto Alexandria here, who needs your help through Hyacinth.
I'm gonna whistle. Hyacinth is going to continue making the weird growling noise and is going to rush up to Alexandria and start like very gently nibbling at her hair, and in so doing is going to deliver a cure wounds.
Nice.
Oh, that was a max. You pop back up with 11.
Damn.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you have a rabbit chewing on your hair.
It's like eyes open. Well, I needed a haircut anyway, I suppose.
Yes, and I'm willing to take whatever sort of disadvantage that puts me at from pushing that magic through.
Well, fortunately, we don't have to use this, but Duke Fleet gives 500 bits to Alexandria for her death saving.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you, Your Grace. Much obliged. We've kept Alexandria alive so far.
But that is Priscilla's go. Next up is our good friend, the automaton, and he sees you two charging, and he's going to take 2 shots at both of you.
Bring it on, you piece of fleshy metal, whatever.
Look what I did to her. I'm doing it to you.
For you, 16 and a 24.
Let's see if I can dodge that with my little tail action.
And that one's not going to hit, but a 23 for you.
Barely.
D8.
Is the automaton within 10 feet of him?
It is, because
Yes.
you're 17 years
Yeah,
old.
7.
So you can use your reaction to negate one of those, basically. Because you only get one reaction per round.
Oh, he fired 2 at me?
Yeah, 2 at you. 2.
Oh, okay, well then I'll negate 1 then.
Negate the higher one.
Yeah. I mean,
Do I need
either
to roll
one.
something though? I need to roll something, right?
I don't think
Because
so.
it was 16.
Oh,
Well,
yes,
I'll roll for you
roll
as you
to
look at this.
find that.
Yeah, so one of them
that's on the
misses. One of them misses.
Yeah, 17.
17.
So that is 7 to you. So you're still raging though, 3.
Yeah.
And then what was your thingy?
Just 1 hits, because I have a 17 for one of them, because my tail whips out
Okay.
this
And then the other one
the
hits
bullet out
you
of the way.
for 6 damage, but for 3.
3. Cool.
Okay.
Boy, that half damage thing is handy.
It is very.
Yes.
I've never played Barbarian. That is very fun.
I like that you're like a mole, but you have a tail, so you're kind of a mole rat.
He's a naked mole rat.
Except he's not naked. He's got so much hair.
Wait, is it your hair that's flicking back?
Hair back and forth.
It's his rat tail.
Tail is
Hey, I get to play a bard. I get to actually like sing this shit every now and again.
We figured out the catnip here. We won't allow movie talk, but we will allow song breaks.
It's true.
apparently.
It's true. Bam,
but only
bam,
for like
bam.
6 seconds.
Yeah.
6 seconds.
Or less.
But yeah, that's his turn, and he looks at you two charging. He looks at Alexandra, who's gone up. He looks at you on the far end, and he just waits.
All right.
Punch him to death.
He's going.
Which
down.
it takes it to Brocade.
Yep. He's running right up to his stupid fleshy face, and then he's just gonna try and stab him in the face with a javelin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you pick up the broken, or do you have another jav?
No, I had 4. Thank
Oh,
you so
okay.
much. Ren is very good at actually knowing how to play the game.
Someone has to read the fucking character sheets.
Now, why start now?
And then that is a.
And you're gonna yell at
I
me for
touched it
bringing a
afterwards. Is that okay?
homebrew
Or is it 15?
when you won't
Oh,
even
15?
read your
Yeah,
sheet.
But hold on, plus 6, so it's a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Ah, you stupid piece of thingy. Ooh, a 6 plus 4, that's 10 plus 2, which is
you.
12.
That was a journey.
Would you like the abacus?
I can see it right behind you. We can get it.
It's the meme of the numbers again.
And the meme of the numbers come across your face asking, claim your kill.
Yes!
Did you do it?
You
Okay.
did it. Good
Wow.
job.
Okay, so he's just be like, ah, you're stupid, and then he's just gonna just keep stabbing him in the face, even if he falls. He's just gonna keep stabbing him in the face. Stabbing,
Full
stabbing,
minute
stabbing.
until the rage
And then
runs out.
I come up.
Exactly. So
I'm just joining him. I'm just like,
come on, let's.
Priscilla will just
Both of you
limp-
roll d20s for me.
Oh.
he explodes.
Yeah, probably.
That's a 6.
That's a 9.
Did we just kill the poofle?
As soon as Alexandra popped up, Hyacinth ran to go scoop the poofle.
Okay.
Just for the record.
Stupid
Roll
thing.
for Hyacinth and the poofle.
Roll for Hyacinth.
The rabbit is the real star.
It is true. It's true.
Look, the rabbit is the best. 13.
Yes, just barely clearing out. It's already afraid of you as it's like kind of getting.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good
And it's
point.
like trying to like get out.
It's hostile. I can keep my range.
It's just trying to like get out, and then Hyacinth like, I don't know, Air Bud. What's a good dog movie?
I was gonna say, 50 feet of movement,
down?
just like bounce, leaps, and just like,
Oh, I love that.
yeah.
Yeah, just like,
every time.
and just
Sinks
like
its teeth into the poofle. to
Very
hold on.
gently into the scruff, like a mother picking up its baby out of the harm's way.
and you know, it's a small rabbit, and the poofle's like a good basketball size. Strong rabbit. But you, both of you, just waylaced.
We are.
Waylaced.
Lay waste.
Lay waste. Thank you.
Oh, I'm laying some waste. Yeah.
Oh, please, not in public! That's so inappropriate.
Is it though? Is
what the cloaca's for.
We're not on the cloaca, it's the bat.
But yes, you crush into this automaton, and are you coming to?
Well, I'm conscious.
Yeah. And you two, even in the rage, you kind of saw just like a light, just like pink and blue, but just like pop, 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 and it slowly just fades away.
That's probably what we're aiming for.
Yeah.
Like as soon
I-
as
yeah.
the light, we see the light, we're like, ah!
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful piece of magic. Something we must destroy it.
It's a contraption.
Boom,
That-
boom.
Where are you now, Dad? Huh?
Use my axe, you stupid. That's what you.
Where's the slide rule now, Dad?
If this thing does not immediately just explode, then Priscilla is going to kind of limp walk over. She is fully like pulling like bandages out of her pocket, and it's the straight up like tampon into the bullet hole maneuver into whatever.
Nice.
And then just walks up and is gonna one arm scoop up Hyacinth and the other arm scoop up the poofle.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody okay?
Poofle is just shivering.
Oh, sweetheart, it's all right.
And
It's
then
all
it eats
right.
your magic.
Well, the fluffy things seem to be at least marginally okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Are you all right? You looked dead for a moment there.
I was unconscious for a second. Thank you very much for the assistance.
Of course.
I
Right
can eat
twitches.
shawarma.
We need 2 more for the Avengers. We have Hawkeye over there.
That's true.
And the Hulk.
I'm kind of Black Widow.
But yeah, 6 seconds-ish subside, and you both just like standing over
They're also
the
the Hulk.
Sorry about your axe, man.
It's tiny.
Here, I hand him a hand axe.
Oh.
All right, thank you, Oleg.
It looks small in his...
What did you say?
Nothing. No, he doesn't say anything. He's thinking it, though.
It looks
Yeah.
small, but it does complement the cavalcade of colors across your body.
Oh, I forgot about that. You're right.
All right. All right. I appreciate it. I'll upgrade it at some point.
Right, so it said they said a couple of days, and we'll be coming back around to a port city to the south to get us back in the direction of home.
That sounds about right. I mean, I can always call my father and ask for a ride if he's not busy, but no guarantee he's going to answer. Depends on if he's on this plane.
There is entirely too much to unpack in that sentence, and I think I would just rather set the trunk on fire. So why don't we just wait until we come back around to the southern part of the desert?
Sure, fair enough. Oh, shh. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
I mean, the puffle doesn't make noise; it just shivers.
Yeah, no.
Come over and help comfort it as well.
Every time I come near it, like shrinks back.
You stay away for the moment, please.
You could go collect all of the various scattered weaponry while we go find some lodgings for the evening.
Well, we could reside back where, and then kind of look back at the hovel
Nope.
where we just were.
I'm sorry. My one bit of pretension growing up in the court is that I do require an actual mattress to sleep. I'm terribly sorry. It's
And-
the one
and-
thing I'm going to insist on.
And a wall that's not entirely broken through.
Right.
Well done on that, though.
You're welcome. I'm gonna loot. Whatever's
All these poor
if there's
people.
anything in the in that hovel thing.
Oh, in the hovel.
Yeah.
I'm looting the children. Yeah.
Hey.
no.
You should try these guns.
That's a good idea.
Oh, hell.
Wait, hold on. I'll cut them off.
Oh, thank you.
Barbarian gunslinger multi.
Goes with the pirate thing.
It's true.
Yeah. you grab the guns while you're hacking away.
Now you're Yosemite Sam.
I hate rabbits.
With the red hair, even.
With the mustache. It's true.
Oleg,
Oh.
you see, I would say, in a slightly tarnished area where you have been chopping away, you just see a little bit of a symbol on his left shoulder.
I'm no longer raging, so I'll look at it. Yeah.
You might be about to
I
rage
mean, I
again.
can't read. But
Oh, you don't need to read for this one. It's a very familiar symbol.
I memorized explosive.
Yeah, it is upheld as one of your family's greatest creations. One of the original members of Clocks Machinima.
I hate these guys. I kick the head off the turtle.
And you kick it off as it just drifts off into the sea of sand. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
And it's only a couple minutes after 10. We did it, you guys!
Done.
A one shot in one night.
I know, right? Oh my god. I learned my lesson.
I did almost as much damage to the party as I did.
It's true.
That was rough, y'all.
Yes.
Fun.
Yeah,
That was fun.
2 nat 20s, man. Like, there was
That
no
was-
other way
yeah.
you were getting through Alexandria at that point.
Yeah, no, I was like, oh shit! And I will never roll that ever again.
No, probably not.
That die goes on a pedestal as the die that almost killed Ren on stream.
Oh man, I could have been the only GM to do TPK, or not TPKs, character death for Dungeons and
I
Dragons.
mean,
I've ended a universe.
For Dungeons and
All right,
Dragons.
Amy
He
ended it.
said Dungeons and Dragons.
I had to caveat because I know you killed Nick like 15 times.
I was gonna say you are though. You did kill someone for Dungeons and
Oh yeah, no,
Dragons.
I would
in
remain
studio. Yeah,
the
yeah.
only one.
Nick starts every game telling you to kill him.
You could have TPK'd us. I'm not gonna lie. I think we were all in trouble there.
A little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining us.
Awesome. Nice job.
Thank you. Matt, thank you so much for
Thank you
coming.
guys. This was so
thanks
much
for
fun.
playing.
Yeah.
This is fun. I always love playing with you. I get to play with you again tomorrow.
And thank you for a delightful final stream for me for the time being.
Yes.
Final stream on Mondays for Alondra and Ezra. He gets his Mondays back.
And
Until the spin-off.
And the final stream for me on Mondays, because I'm not a
right.
natural one.
Yeah.
But you'll still see Matt and Tiana on Tuesdays and Ezra on Saturdays, and James will be joining on Mondays.
Back on Mondays, which will great segue
I
into.
would have to find some way to get Alondra back onto the streams.
Oh hell yeah!
You killed the segue. Let him have it.
No.
Yes, thank you all so much for joining us again. You can support us here on Twitch and on YouTube when you watch this on the VOD or on Patreon. Yeah, that's how you can help us. And in the future, we will be having our schedule. And our schedule is tomorrow. We have... I had to keep talking. We had to get around to that.
The schedule's changing as we
do you want me to run through the schedule? Because I can.
We have Chaos Agents tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Check in around 6:45 for a good old pre-show, where you will see Tiana and Matt playing their characters of Izza and Lox. Just like that nice pink sands.
It's exactly
slathered
what
on
it
a
is.
bacon.
Or these lovely locks of hair.
Oh. Enough with the hair talk.
You can slap that on a bagel on Tuesday evening. Wednesday.
That on a bagel. There's an episode title.
Slap it on a bagel.
Wednesday evening, we have the redacted reports dropping at what time?
It's actually Wednesday morning at midnight, as it turns into Wednesday on the West Coast.
On the West Coast. So 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Wednesday, that's redacted reports. Saturday, we are back with Call of Cthulhu. Children of Fear. It takes place in Tibet.
Right now they're in Peking.
Peking. Yes, we got to start in a metropolis area, and then we go into...
They haven't been kicked out of the city yet.
Not yet. Give it a couple episodes.
It's only been one episode.
Yeah.
They've got time.
We do. Do you have a episode of Keep the Game Moving coming out this week?
I just did one with my good buddy and amazing Call of Cthulhu GM, Colin Dimmock. He does incredible puzzles for his games, and I really enjoyed. We talked about how he constructs his scenarios and stuff, but and then coming up, I have an interview with the folks from D and Disability, which is the folks who did that combat wheelchairs.
Mustang's art.
Really,
Love her.
some neat stuff there. Working on some scheduling with that one, and a couple other exciting. We've had, I told Colin, I'm like, all right, we did a white guy. Now I need to do more women of color. So we've got a string of women of color GMs coming here.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
Hell yeah. Cool yoke. So keep that eye out for those. And next Monday is the return. After 2 years, Natural One Fools, the terrible French accent of Sen will return. Bo Christian Williams will be sitting his ass in this chair. I will be sitting my ass in that chair.
How do you already know which chair?
Because that's my chair.
Yeah, all right.
It's been my chair.
Like, this was
Very
my chair
important
for
point
like
to
3
fry.
years, and the fact that I'm over here is weird.
I'm so excited to be on that side of the chair again.
Oh, it's gonna be good to hear Sen's voice again.
Oh, yes, it's going to
Now
be
you're a
ever more
licensed
sarcastic as before.
Yeah.
Now you're an official wizard.
You do watch this shit.
Oh!
An official wizard. But yes, join us for all of those things. Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Monday again. Right back here on Quests and Chaos. And before we wrap this out, Ezra, the quotes.
Oh, yes, please.
Our quotes. A lot of ball talk coming up here.
That deserves to go into that list.
A bicocket on the ball. Trees are just elven contraptions. So as I'm nursing my rabbit, you don't know the rabbit isn't a cleric, and you can slap that on a bagel.
Yeah.
These are great.
And ending it out, remember, folks, stay safe, stay healthy, slap it on a bagel, and we'll see you all next time. Catch you later.